Hi everybody, welcome back to another Sunday here at Internet Remix. I'm your host, Upgraded Moon. For this Sunday, I bet you're all wondering, hey Jordan, where's DMP? And to answer that question, stuff happens. Moving times are, it's just...
busy!
Yes, Kristen has been busy. It's been a really busy week. We didn't really get a whole lot. No, we got a whole lot done.
We didn't get a whole lot done.
Let me rephrase. We got a lot done.
We got a lot done. There's a lot to do.
We got a lot done, but man,
Can I explain?
Yes.
To explain why there is no DMP, so I am in the process of moving. I haven't moved out of my apartment yet, but Steve was moving out this weekend, so I've spent the past several days helping him, get furniture out of here and sorting out various things that are getting donated, and then he left, and then I cried a lot because I miss my best friend, but it's fine. So there is no DMP this week because I was busy with that. We did get a shit ton done before that, but there's still more to do because it's a pretty busy episode. So,
yeah, there's a lot going on with the episode. So we did not get as much done as we wanted to. We got a hell of a lot done though, but we're just pushing it to one more week. But yeah, this is another stream for Team Murder, the objectively best team here at Camp Streamix in our 8th week out of the 9.
8 out of 9, and then week 10 is when we count everything, and that's when you'll know who wins.
Yeah. So if you want to give points to support Team Murder anyway, the easiest way to do it is by giving bits. Now there are certain ways that you can give bits. One, money. That's a pretty easy way to give bits. 2, sometimes you just get little bitty bits things there to go and give things. But if you are not a man of wallet or a man of bits, there are other ways that you can do that. One with our contest entries, like our fan work contests, our fan art. It's like fan art as well as fan fiction. No, not really. It's writing. But everything is on our Twitter, everything is on our YouTube and stuff that we explain, like the whole rundown of the rules and things. So, also, speaking of which, Phoenix Rising, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Bits for Steve. He will be missed.
He will be missed.
Rest in college, Steve.
Rest in college, Steve.
Rest in college. He may not have been real before, but now he is.
Now he's real.
Now he's double not real.
Yeah.
The real boy.
Oh, by the way, do you know how to change the thing so that you can?
Yes, I do. I was giving everyone a look at our group for the evening. Our roster for the evening. I like our icons a lot. So, without further ado, we're actually going to get into our introductions. One of our first artists for the night is Juno. Say hello.
Hi guys. So we don't have Discord murder party because choreographing the West Side Story, the entire production of West Side Story for the next episode is oops, I spoiled it.
Well, I guess Haley's dead now.
What the fuck? You're not supposed to say anything about that, Juno. We'll talk after the stream. And our next...
I was excited to talk about the West Side Story.
No, you can't talk about the fucking choreo number if we haven't done it yet. We'll talk about it after. It's fine. Let's just not bring it back up, okay? And then next on our roster, we have Bro Dingles, who is another artist for this evening.
Hi, I'm another artist for this evening. I can't wait for the dance number. Fuck.
Bro Dingles, shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Well, I guess Junior and Haley are dead now.
My entire fucking arc has now been spoiled. Let's just move on. God, I was really betting on the fucking choreo number to be a surprise. That's okay. Our third artist for the evening is Kristen.
Hi, my name's Crime Shazinski, and I cannot wait for the part of the show for the next episode where everything becomes this weird, meta interactive dance number. You all are gonna have to use Facebook though, because it's an interactive social media experience. We're real artists.
Well, we're getting into interpretive dance here.
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. I think while we're here, we might as well just. You know what? Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, Queen. Introduce yourself and then spoil another part of my fucking story arc. Just fucking go ahead.
Hola, soy Queen, and this is my friend, High Heels.
What?
Queen, you weren't supposed to tell them that he was gonna wear heels next episode. What the fuck?
I just did.
Carl, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Carl. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Carl can't spoil anything.
I can't because I intentionally make sure I know nothing.
That's a shame that you don't know about the second musical number.
Oh gosh, come on.
And I'm Moon, and I'm here to spoil that. You know what? We die. In
Yes,
Discord Murder
that's
Party.
a regular occurrence.
Oh,
No,
hi.
we die, and then that'll be it. We just die, and then
DMP's over, folks. Back it up.
yes.
DMP's over.
Matter of fact, fuck it. We're actually just not gonna have an episode next week. We actually last episode was a cliffhanger that will never be resolved. We were basically just preparing a dance number to say our goodbyes for next episode. I hope you
See,
guys
you
like
know-
West Side Story.
So you know how in the theme song everybody gets like their own separate part, except for the people that weren't awake yet. We were going to do that again, but this time with dance, and everybody was going to do their own like type of dance, including the new awakened, and that's how the show ends. That's just how it ends with
Funny
the
enough-
one big dance number.
I actually got into contact with a fellow that you are all familiar with. Oh, sorry, I'm blanking on his name. Oh yeah, that's right. That guy, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I actually got into contact with him about playing Ezra for the next episode.
Wait, who is he again?
I think he's the guy that made Hamilton.
Who?
Really?
That
That?
can't be him.
Geo Saber, thank you for the 1,500 bits. Firing
Thank
bit
you.
cannon, launching and
Yeah.
landed. Very good. Thank you very much.
Ow.
Thank you very much for the bits.
There's a hell of bits in this bitch.
I don't know if the Hamilton guy is cool enough to be in Discord Murder Party.
I'm sorry, I can't continue this bit anymore. Just because.
All right, so bro's out of the dance number. Let's continue. Let's keep moving.
Well, come on, Kristen. We can have Goldblum. We can have Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I'm sorry, bro. If it's too hot to handle, get the fuck out the kitchen. Anyway, Juno is starting off our art for tonight. Juno, what are you planning on drawing?
I'll think about it. Let's see. Well, right now we have this meme. All right, I'm done, bro. Your shirt. I'm kidding. Let's see.
You've got 1 hour.
I do have 1 hour. Let's draw some stuff. I'm gonna draw my girl because I'm very predictable.
Excellent.
Which one?
Well,
Why
it's
play
DMP
for
night,
DMP?
so
Stimp.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Jane can make a cameo.
no.
I'm not putting Jane in Discord Murder Party. She deserves better. Then Endless Death. Discord Murder Party is a great show.
Jane just wishes for Ria to win the Olympics.
Jane wishes for us to have the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yes!
I was gonna say, I'm like, she wouldn't wish for that because, like, it would be like, what do you mean you got an eldritch deity to make it so I would win?
I could
You
No,
speak to enough eldritch deities.
myself.
God. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I love putting my characters in the Discord Murder Party. Do they deserve it? No.
What a mood.
Do any of them
Ironically,
really
the one
deserve
that deserves it is already there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like, look, listen, Queen. I know I have like 5 different lesbians, but like,
Big mood.
This is some nice lo-fi.
Yeah.
It is.
Let me find the name of the artist, because, for once, we just have a whole slew of things from a specific artist, so I feel like we should get them. They're called. It's the artist name is Lou Crembo. I just googled like copyright free lo-fi, and this person just has like nothing but royalty free lo-fi just all over their channel. Just some lo-fi, some chill out, some jazz. So I just want to drop it all in here.
God, I'm so glad.
So no Mega Man song this time.
Or maybe every now and then
None
that
of
one
frickin'
like
Megalovania that shows up for whatever reason.
maybe that one like weirdly fucking like proper song that just keeps coming around.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Why is it that Google cannot be reached? That is terrifying.
Every time I sneeze, I demand 1 bit.
Road Ingles, the bit, please.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm asking because I said a thing, and then like everybody was just, like still going, and then I was addressed directly, and I was like, okay, I'm being addressed directly now. Maybe they didn't hear me.
I'm sorry. I ended up sneezing, and like my mind does that thing every time that I sneeze, where I just all of my other senses just kind of shut out.
It's
and then
fine.
Shut
You
up.
sneezed, and that was it. That was the end of the world.
And then my vision went black, and I
Okay,
met
so
God.
Lou Crembo
I met-
is the same person.
That's who?
No, for the I looked up some lo-fi for my speed paint, my junior speed paint that I did. And I was just like, oh, this person has lo-fi titled bread and crackers and biscuit and pancake. and
Yes.
and I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just use their music. And then you said like that you found somebody that just had like the lo-fi like that, and I was like, is it the same person?
The answer
Well, that
is
sounds
yes.
familiar.
They make a new mix every year too. It's interesting.
Nice. I am here for
sorry.
it. Why are you sorry?
I feel as though I broke everything up to just be like that.
No, good information. I am happy to know it, and also I'm happy to rep, like, if we're just listening to this person's whole ass work, so we may as well rep them.
I need to ask Ramel one day if we can just my friend Ramel, who has an album out that came out like a few years ago that Jordan and I used to play all the time.
Mel's music fucking slaps.
It really does.
It fucking slaps. It's radio quality music.
Ooh, I see.
Yeah.
Du, du, du,
Do, 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 do.
This is completely unrelated to Dimp, even though this is a
You're
different story.
very quiet, Carl.
Oh dear.
Come closer, Carl.
And you step back.
Is this any better?
Nope.
No, it is not.
Frick.
Make sure the right mic's connected.
That's okay. Let me see if I can turn you up. Go ahead and say something now, Carl.
Bleh.
Okay, you know that works. That works for me at least.
Oh, why is it so quiet on my end? I don't understand.
I don't know.
It is the right microphone.
Big shrug.
Big shrug.
Gonna
But
go
sorry,
check
you
my
were-
hardware and sound.
Okay.
So yeah.
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 I-
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not very much. I'm
You're
very...
drawing.
No, you're drawing.
I'm mostly like one, I was looking at the chat, and two, I am going like, yeah, Juno, just speeding through the illustration process here. Already got that thumbnail down.
Like it's
Super
no
speed,
big
super speed,
deal.
super speed.
God,
We only have an hour, okay?
I have a story to tell.
Tell us the story.
So I'm gonna have to be very vague because I know we keep trying to move away from this topic, but some of you know that yesterday or the day before was a certain event that began with the letter V.
Yeah.
And I tweeted about it because I was showing my cosplay as Zeffy. And I won't say who it was, but somebody, a man on the internet who I literally never speak to, then followed me on Twitter, and I'm just like, what?
This is what made you decide to follow me, not the rest of our shared body of work? This moment right here.
That is that. Of all
Zeffy,
things.
of all things.
I feel like the topic that I'm cool with the topic of Zeffy in relation to that. Like, you know, Zeffy in particular, fine. Everything else, we need to get the fuck off this topic. But if it's Zeffy in particular, that's her whole ass thing. I don't care.
Anyways, why that of all things?
I don't know.
Sure.
Because like as far as I know, he doesn't watch Internet Remix, so I don't know.
I see.
I mean,
I
maybe
see.
it's two unrelated events.
Yeah, maybe.
Who
Could
knows?
be.
Marge
God.
Simpson.
I just think she's neat.
I just think she's neat.
Okay. What is time?
Time is a tool.
Dear.
Oh, wall. Oh.
Time is an illusion to make things make sense.
Time is
What?
death.
Living in the present tense. It's always something when a good thing ends. And you and I will always be back then.
Aw.
Yes.
That song always gets me.
What
Which
song is that?
Time Adventure, the final song from Adventure Time.
Oh!
But I didn't hear it in the last episode of Adventure Time because I didn't watch the last episode of Adventure Time. They played it, Rebecca Sugar played it on ukulele at Comic-Con, and the video for it, I believe it's DiMaggio plays Jake, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, that is Joey DiMaggio.
Mr. DiMaggio, he just starts crying on stage while singing the song.
Sorry,
And
commenting
it's
on
just-
you, whatever.
Yeah. It's like John DiMaggio is just like, he just starts crying on stage while she's playing the song, and it's a very touching song even without the context of Adventure Time. So it's like it's one that I think about a lot.
I
It's
love
very
that.
sweet.
Yeah.
Catch me crying. Well, phew.
It's time to vibe. It's
Yeah, it's vibe time.
It's vibing time.
This is the magic of
Yeah,
Artsy
vibe.
Fartsy Party Night, is that sometimes we just stop talking.
Yeah. We just,
Yep.
just watch us vibe here.
Yeah, cookies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cookies.
That's like our freaking sleeper phrase.
That was like perfect unison.
It certainly
I-
fucking wasn't on my end.
It was on my end, and I wish
was
it
on
was
my
on your
end.
I wish
will-
it was on your end, Jordan, because you're the one streaming and everyone could have heard it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
both
cookies.
love and hate what we have become with this phrase.
Well, we've become on morphine. That's what we become.
Yeah.
God, the mystical morphine meeting.
Dandy
I-
mystical morphine.
So we've never explained this to chat, and we never will.
We never
Yeah.
will.
We tried to explain it to Steel, and we couldn't.
It was impossible.
Understand it.
You can't.
Yeah, cookie is an experience.
It's literally a thing where it's like we can't. We're not being a dick when we say, "Oh, dude, you had to be there." No, no.
You
like,
really had to be there.
You really had to be there in the vibes. Like, I don't even remember what happened in the morphine meeting, but I remember the morphine meeting very distinctly having it. I remember, we could talk about, since this is a DMP stream, we could talk about our various meetings.
God, DMP meetings are
They're a little.
they're a liminal space. They're a time. Like they always are supposed to start at a certain time, but usually they don't actually start till like 10 to 15 minutes in.
If that soon.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's there, but like the meeting hasn't
The
started.
vibe. There's usually like one or two people who aren't there, which is usually why I'm not trying to like push it.
Mhm.
But we're just kind of there, and then it's just the memes that are generated in those 2 hours are fucking absurd.
God.
yeah, no, sounds about right.
Do you remember the one where we made the lounge?
I was in Kristen's house.
You're in my apartment.
I was in Kristen's apartment but I wasn't part of that meeting, so I'm listening to it from behind a closed door in Kristen's room.
Oh my god.
And all I hear is just like, it is I, Odin. Give me those.
Yeah, the lounge and I'd say the concept of working week kind of both happened at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Demand for scans!
As I, Odin Allfather.
God damn.
Yeah, like I can't remember how it happened anymore. The lounge has just always been. God, fuck. Sometimes people remind me of like way old DMP things, and it'll be like, I don't know, man. That was okay. This is slightly off topic. God, I got this review on. So I have many Psychonauts fanfics that I have written, and there's this one very edgy one. Like it's the edgiest thing. It's Psychonauts the anime. It's so edgy, but it's the most reviewed Psychonauts fanfic on fanfiction.net. So I occasionally get comments on it to this day. And I had someone comment like a couple months ago demanding to know like what the fuck were you thinking with these various plot choices? Why did you decide to do this? Like I know it's old and here's all of these critiques I have, and I'm like, I admire that you care, but like I wrote this when I was 16. This is like 14 years old. I couldn't tell you what I was thinking when I made this plot decision. It was 2006.
You never
I'm
really
sorry.
know what's gonna happen during 2006.
We're not doing the Return of Masterpiece fanfic theater, at least not for that one, because here's the thing, I actually am really proud of that Psychonauts fanfic, but it's not funny enough to read through. I think it's actually decent, it's just dark, way darker than a Psychonauts fanfic should be, but other than that, I'm pretty proud of it. Split is definitely Odin Allfather all the time, actually.
Yeah.
The
But-
same series.
But yeah, fucking the lounge came from a meeting. There was when Christine first showed up, and she had a very long list of grievances. There's this fucking meme that Alex pulled. It's like, yeah, the unicorn meme. There's this fucking unicorn that's just like, I have a very long list of very specific grievances. There are a lot of jokes that happen in DMP that 100% only happen because we'll think, oh, this is so funny. We've been in this meeting for an hour and a half. And then, it's like a week later. It's like, is that going in? It's going in. Here it is.
Nothing
Thank
we
you,
can do
Alex.
about it. We said we'd do it a long time ago. Do we
I
have
know.
any other ideas? Please.
Yep. There are definitely times where I'm like, so do we have a better transition here? Nope. Okay, we're going live.
God, I will say that for the last beach episode, a lot of us woke up like the next morning and were like, you know what, we should probably rewrite There were a couple scenes that I know for a fact got touched up at the very least.
Yeah.
The right before the show happened.
Yep.
And it's like there's no shame. There's no shame in it. Sometimes you just gotta put something down on paper.
That's the thing. Like one of the things that's really important about writing is like it really is important to get that first draft out there, but it's also important to be okay with the fact that sometimes a thing isn't working and you're gonna have to edit it or even remove it entirely, and that's okay.
That's what I call shooting your babies.
Thank you, Alex, for sending us the unicorn. I now present a list of grievances cataloged in order of severity.
Beautiful.
So good. Oh, thank you everyone for your kind words about the beach episode. Honestly, if you guys want to sing your praises for the beach episode, please do so. I'm proud of the beach episode, but honestly, the thing I'm saddest about is the fact that it took so long, so that meant we didn't get to have the standard, like, you know, post-show powwow where we all talk about how cool we thought everyone else's stuff was.
Let's do that, right? We can't.
We can't. It's been too
I don't
long.
remember.
Also, we don't have a lot of people.
God.
Yeah.
No, my favorite, genuinely just my favorite moment for all of that was when me and Bro were doing our scene. And I was just big chill and everything, and then I had like the chat up, and just seeing Uprising, and then everybody else following just like, I want to shoulder up.
Dude, that was everybody. Everyone was like, fucking me next, bitch.
Oh,
Me
same
next.
hat. Same hat.
God, I want a fucking Black Star level back rub. What the fuck?
Right? Using his powers for good.
Dude, Junior
This-
could
this
like
is
fucking
Junior's
flick my
adventure
back and then
arc.
all of my knots are gone.
Right?
Man, I know. I
God.
know. I need some knot removal because like freaking my back hurts. I've been
Right.
going.
God, I just okay. So there was this youth group when I was younger, and they had this like back rub chain, shoulder rub chain that they do. And I'm like, that's what happened at Black Stars meetings. They do shoulder rub chains. That's how Junior got so fucking good at shoulder rubs.
Yeah.
God.
I'd accept that as canon.
Listen, if Kristen and I shit post about the cult at any point, it's probably like semi-canon.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Dorcas was a shit post.
He was.
I think about that occasionally.
And now look
Oh.
at him. Real.
Now look at him, he's a fleshed out character. It's like Daniel was a shit post. Most of Junior's arc started as a shit post.
The scary bird man started out as a joke.
Tara
Did.
Tara said that Kristen, you wouldn't survive a massage from Junior. You're extremely medically frail. I would die happy, Tara.
Hey, he has settings. You can turn him to low.
Yeah. His low is probably like a professional masseuse level. Like he wouldn't even have to use 1% of his power to give you a professional massage.
God.
Like, the entire time he's just like, oh god, you're so frail. Oh.
No. I'm
man.
I'm going
I
to
hope I
kill
don't
you
hurt you.
if I breathe on you wrong.
God, I think, well, here's the thing. If Phil can massage you and not kill you,
It's true, yes.
then you are at least durable enough for regular
I am
shit.
durable enough for it. I have gotten regular massages before, and there was that one time that Phil, like, did deep tissue massage on my legs, and I just fucking died.
That sounds so
This is
nice.
actually Kristen's like second life.
Basically, yeah. Like, I just
She's
straight
like
up
a cat.
died
She's
in
got, like,
Atlanta
9.
last year.
Who DM me in the middle of a stream? Oh, somebody DM.
It was me. I'm stealing your fridge.
My fridge!
Oh no, not the
My
fridge.
fridge!
Oh,
My
yes,
fucking
came into the
fridge!
Adventure League server just to tell me that my fridge is being stolen.
Queen, what the heck? You what?
This is the police! Return that fridge at once!
Oh my god,
What's
Scott's
wrong with
here!
Scott's here.
Oh no, I'm surrounded.
Scott, what a hell of an
No,
entrance.
no, Queen, you're not getting out of this.
No,
Return
sorry,
the
bro, I'm
fucking
going to jail
fridge!
now.
Give it back!
Scott, I've
No,
never heard you yell like
I'm going
this
to jail
before.
now, can't explain it.
Wait, you haven't?
No, I've never heard you yell like this before. Give me the fucking fridge!
No, mine.
Give it back, you son of a bitch!
Ah!
Ow!
No,
There
no,
is
I
spoiled
think
food in there!
the sound you're looking for is this.
Ow! Dude, what the fuck?
That's how you throw a punch!
Who's
What
your
did we
ally
do,
here?
Jordan, and you played the entire you and Split beating each other up audio, and everyone was losing it. And it wasn't for the show; it was for something else entirely.
Fucking Waterdeep. Because, man, there was a moment where, without getting into, like, spoilers or anything, one of our players ended up getting, like his mind kind of, like, taken over and charmed. And so he was going to end up turning us into the police. And, of course, we ended up having a fucking Mexican standoff in the middle of a goddamn alleyway in Waterdeep after I had, you know, done a little crime like impersonating an official of the police force that is there. And so we're having this standoff. I'm disguised as this old man, and we just start beating the shit out of Split's character. We just really just start laying into
Well,
him.
you say we, but it was mostly Talus.
Oh yeah, Talon, I had both of my short swords out. I was like, I'm not gonna do lethal damage to him. I'm just gonna give him the 2-piece and a biscuit combo. So I hit him once, and then I hit him twice, and on my second hit I rolled an at 20, so he doubled that damage.
So I'm lost. So how many federal offenses have you committed?
Hella, I got flogged. I got flogged in the same session.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. It's like technically on record he's only broken 2 laws, but like it wasn't enough.
The 2 laws were bad. Like the 2 laws that I did were really bad.
It was hampering justice and impersonating an official.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
God.
That's pretty flog-worthy.
Yeah.
And what is your
and
alignment again?
what is my alignment? I'm chaotic good.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah,
I
my
haven't
character's chaotic good. So nothing lawful about him. He doesn't give a fuck. But it's just he was
Do
just doing
crimes,
what was
but,
right.
You know, like, good crimes.
I don't know what Hunk's alignment is. I never even bothered to think about it. Cause you would think that like he does what he wants. I don't control him.
That's valid.
Look,
Oh my
if it makes you feel any better, I'm still trying to comprehend the alignment chart. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Malifane is just lawful, yes. That's it.
Lawful, yes.
God, it's like I generally understand it. I just kind of like don't apply it at all because it doesn't really affect how I play the character.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
personally.
It's useful when applied right. I know some people where it's like I don't know, when it comes to alignments, I dislike people. It's like, well, I'm chaotic, therefore I am LOL so random. No. You're missing the
not
point.
chaotic.
That's not how
I'm
that works.
I'm an asshole. Don't get me wrong, you can be chaotic asshole, but that's not part of the alignment chart.
Yeah. Like
There's
I have a
chaotic
character.
neutral and there's chaotic stupid.
Yeah, and I have a character that is legitimately chaotic evil, and I've been very careful about like how I've been going about this character, purely because he's not the lol soul random. He's an outlaw.
Yeah.
He doesn't live by any rules, anything like that. He lives for himself, like that kind of thing, and that's chaotic evil. People rarely ever do that whenever they have like a character that's, you know, like a generally like bad character. A lot of people view chaotic evil as in, I'm going to stir up as much shit as I fucking can, and you all have to put up with it because it's what my character would do, and we are in a campaign together.
God, I fucking
When you define what you mean by yourself, because usually when I think of personal gain, I think of neutral. I mean, tell me what you're thinking.
I mean that he lives for himself, not for the group, not for anybody else, like just him. He's an outlaw. If things end up turning hairy, you know, like he might betray people. That's what I mean when, you know, like, he lives for himself. He'll set shit on fire. He'll do whatever he can to get out of a hairy situation. But he is, for a lack of better words, a fucking rat.
Okay.
He lives for himself.
We're rats.
Hey.
We're the rats.
Rats.
Because see, that's where I also kind of that's where I also kind of find a bit of a blur, because like I was saying, usually when I think of personal gain, I usually think of neutral, but like I can see where you're coming from, where that's more of an evil spectrum, because it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're lying, cheating, stealing, killing.
Yeah, no,
but
evil
yeah.
is just like the way that, you know, he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
That he's an evil person. You know, he will kill somebody. He has a gun. he has a gun. It's technically not a gun. Don't tell Xander that I called it a gun, or he would fucking kill me. Because there are no guns in Eberron.
He's got a gun.
Yeah, there are no guns
What
in
about that
Eberron.
freaking lightsaber from that movie?
Nope, no gun, none.
Oh god, the movie
No.
from last night.
Psionic energy sword.
What did you guys watch last night?
Gamers 2 Darkness Rising.
What?
It was Anne's movie.
Oh, Jordan, I actually really want to rewatch it with the Waterdeep squad, just as a tag yourself meme.
Okay, all right. No, I'm with it.
Because there were some things that happened. I was like, Taliesin? No.
Taliesin?
We
Taliesin, what are you doing here?
Oh god, Queen, we should totally do the same with Fallen Empires.
Oh my god. Fucking yes. It's
God.
like
There's a fucking NPC in Cursed Throne that didn't have a name, and then somebody, I think Split rolled to like convince him to not to. I can't remember if it was Split or Uprising, but somebody convinced one of the bandits in Cursed Throne to stop fighting and turn into an ally, and I had to give him a name.
That moment when you don't think of names for your random NPCs, and then it's like, what's your name? Fuck.
What's your name? Rally Man?
All right,
nice
well,
to meet you, Rally Man.
Rally Man, you're with us now. Do not resist.
Oh no, not fresh.
What was?
oh, you're not supposed to vocally say his name.
I said it.
What do you mean? Fresh?
Yes.
And then there are characters who your PCs just affectionately refer to them by other names. What was that? Skank McGank or something like that? I don't fucking know.
Skank
yeah.
McGank?
Oh, Lord Attis, aka Skank McGank.
I see.
Good times.
Cursed Throne is a serious story, guys. I promise.
It's not. I think I mentioned this before, but for us, it's not really a matter of how serious or silly the campaigns are. It's more of a matter of how chill they are. You know?
Yeah. Like Cursed Throne is like a pretty serious like rebellion story going on. But it, like overall, like in terms of like, the gameplay and like the player base, we're pretty chill, which is nice.
Yeah, well, like we were talking about this in the Super Fire Emblem Maker stream the other day, but like there seems to be a hierarchy of chill to not chill, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. I guess like this is our campaign, there because it's like Cursed Throne is at the bottom. I'd say Cannibal Conspiracy. Keep in mind I'm omitting Call of Cthulhu because I haven't seen Call of Cthulhu. I'm sorry.
Fine.
But
Shame.
yeah. I know. I'm sorry. My family obligates me. To
Scott, you don't need to give excuses. You aren't obligated to watch every episode.
Anyways.
Yes, you are.
But it's like Cursed Throne at the bottom, then Cannibal Conspiracy, Fallen Empires, and then I'd say at the top is Discord Murder Party, probably.
Yeah, Dip is a pretty involved production.
What are you saying that? Are you saying that the show where we write a play every week and make illustrations and music
Every week,
and
compose music every week.
and there's also like a gameplay element which God knows how it will go. And
Oh, you're right. That's a very.
are you
relaxed
saying that
stream.
it's
I'm sorry.
extremely
Anyway.
are you saying that that's Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really chill. I find Call of Cthulhu to be pretty chill, actually. Like, I I mean, granted, maybe that's just because I play Sybil Cordova, who is 100% always okay with the events that are happening right now.
Yeah, how is your reverse harem going, by the way?
It
What?
hasn't really been that much of a reverse
Yeah,
harem.
I haven't. Well, I've found that as much as she loves the attention of boys, she is much more interested in the mysteries.
Wow.
So
Alright, then.
That and there's not a whole lot of. We haven't had
We
a
just
whole
don't
lot of
really-
opportunity.
yeah, we haven't. Also, yeah, there just hasn't really been much time for hareming.
Like Mason's
what?
been fucked up this entire time, so flirting has been scarce.
Yeah, and like James and Sybil have definitely flirted. There has been flirting that has occurred. But they haven't really, there still hasn't been like a lot of it, because, you know, we're kind of, I mean, the big thing is like, you know, we're trying to finish this in 9 sessions, so we can't really, like, there is kind of, as much as like I think we're free to like explore, there is definitely like we only have so much time to do like PC jabbering,
everybody kind of.
and in the
It's
PC
valid.
jabbering, we gotta be working out stuff about the plot, basically.
Yeah, like with the continuation, that shouldn't be as much of like a thing because it's longer.
Yeah.
But it's just see like I almost said my experience with Cursed Throne. I have no experience with Cursed Throne. I was gonna say
You want to change that?
I've asked several times.
Do you know?
Would you like to? Would you like that? Would you like to commit?
Not on stream.
Anyways, continue.
Boobala will talk.
We'll
no,
talk after stream.
no, but it's my experience with Call of Cthulhu is that like out of the 2 streams, well, then again, I'm only in 2 streams, so like out of the 2 streams I'm in, it's the more chill one because I don't have to be around. Like I do a lot of stuff for Call of Cthulhu, but I don't have to. Is the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, every week Bro Dingles does a promo. I look forward to doing the promo every week. So it's like, this week I've just been drawing a lot of stuff. So now I'm just like, oh, I'm still gonna have to draw a promo, and like it's just like how it goes. I feel like as a group we're also really chill with each other because we just kind of hang.
Yeah.
We just vibe really well. It's a good good chemistry between all 5 of us.
That said, for me at least, there is there is a lot of fun to having a more structured project like Discord Murder Party. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not very good at the role plays. So when we have
Oh no, me
something,
neither.
That's
So
when we
it's
have
nice.
something that's a bit more scripted, it's
Oh
like,
no,
ooh.
I'm like, oh thank God this is scripted. I am so fucking glad that the improv thing has been given up. This was the right choice. I am so
Absolutely.
glad. I'm so fucking bad at improv.
Scott
I guess I'm not
Ryan.
horrible at it, but like I'm much better with scripting. And also just because like DMP has so many moving parts, like at the time I was like, yeah, we'll just have a fun time, let the chips fall where they may, and I'm like now I'm like, you know, looking at all the chips I had, like why the fuck did I think that was a good idea as I sit there slowly assembling every domino. I mean, I think at the end of the day, presumably everyone is at least getting enough out of DMP to feel like it's worth all that we put into it, because, you know,
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
it's not like we get paid
yeah.
much.
Give
We
us
pay
your
a pittance, but it's
money.
labor of love.
Money.
It's like DMP is because my mom asked me today. She was just like, "So are you doing the show today?" And I was like, "No, ma, it's canceled." She's like, "Oh, I figured because you haven't said anything all week." And I was just like, "Oh, am I still?"
Have I become that predictable?
she just kind of I don't know. She kind of like is starting to keep track of when I'm streaming and when I'm not streaming, and occasionally she'll ask what the stream is about, and she'll be like, "How's Junior?" The funniest. I'm sorry.
How's
Tangent. Slight tangent. She did in fact ask me on Mother's Day, "What's Junior doing for Mother's Day?" And
Aww, that's adorable. I actually love that.
and I was just like, "Oh, ma. Oh, mother." Mother, please.
I wish my parents were that involved with my work, even if it was just at a glance.
God. It's
Juno, you have 5 minutes before we'll take a
I
10-minute
have
break and then switch
5
over to the next person.
Coolio. I'm
I should
almost done
actually look at
laying
your
Haley.
picture.
Oh, okay.
That is a
It's not
nice
much
shoe.
right now.
what kind of shoes is Haley wearing?
I was looking up running sneakers, and I think the closest analog is some of these Nikes.
Dude,
Okay,
dude, I'm looking at Haley, and she has such a Sonic pose. Give her fucking soap shoes.
No.
See,
Don't
I
do
was,
it.
I was thinking of fucking, what's the fucking like first person like parkour game?
Oh,
Maybe
Mirror's Edge, Mirror's Edge.
I
Yes.
was thinking half Sonic, half like Get Set Radio or something.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
But yes,
Understand.
presumably people enjoy the show enough to be, you know, regularly a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
You
this
know,
converted party. I have to quit.
As I stare off into the sunset, like I've ruined everyone's lives, but it's too late to back out now.
We've been at this for 3 years.
Dude, I
This
love
is my
my
life
Southern
as a
himbo.
monster.
Wait,
I love
wait,
my
stop.
Southern
Did you
himbo and
just-
his. I said I love my Southern himbo and his adopted mom.
Yes.
I love him. I love Percy Blackwood so much.
I love Percy Blackwood as well. He's
I
such a
love
nice-
I love our potentially but not really reformed serial killer. I love our
Whoa, wait a minute.
What are you talking about? He's reformed.
what?
He's reformed.
You dare disrespect
Junior
your
is
no
for
last name?
sure reformed.
Yeah, like
I mean I was gonna go down the list, but sure, let's just
Go down
focus
the
on
list.
those.
Go down the list.
Junior hasn't killed any kids while in the void.
Or has he?
He's killed Thorin, but like
I don't count Thorin. Because
Thorin
Thorin's,
doesn't
one
count as a
counts Thorin.
child.
Thorin's still around.
Thorin's still here.
Thorin's still here. Thorin didn't die.
Not for long.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh no.
Now Grace is gonna be the Grace killer. The theories were right all along.
No,
just like, what is
Grace
the
Killer
detective
has
gonna
become
do?
the Grace Killed. Haha.
God. I remember like way back when we made the characters and all that, Kristen came to me just like, hi, so you might need to change Grace's name. And then like the next day she was like,
Wait, what's your name story? What's your name story?
what do you mean?
Well, I had to
Oh, he
change my
also
character's
has-
name
yeah.
too.
Percy's last name was originally Percy Fox, but then you know,
That got
Kristen
way
Forks-
too close to Christine Forks.
I was like,
so,
well, that has to change. God,
mm.
here, actually, I guess I can go down various character creation stories now because everyone.
You guys had...
Yeah, everyone's awake now.
Actually,
I can know about Spicy Grandpa.
Super
Juno,
Smash Murder Party. Everyone's awake.
Juno, talk about Colonel Sanders, since Colonel Sanders ended up having to be scrapped. Well, not really scrapped, but you know, changed out for Haley.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys think you had it bad. I had to change my entire character.
Oh no.
Oh.
Anyways, so Colonel Sanders was originally okay. So my character was originally Johann Esselstein, who is actually Kate's grandfather, and originally the story was going to be about him, you know, dying because his pretzel business was failing. Well, not dying, but making a wish because like he wanted to provide for Kate's college.
Yeah.
And, the thing is, that didn't allow much room for character development.
Yeah, like it was just like, okay,
It
you
was-
wished to like give
Well, this is stupid. That's
Like-
the end of my story.
for a bit. I was like, maybe I could play off of the fact that you like sacrificed yourself and now she can't be in your office. Like, okay, this is gonna sound heartless, but he's elderly.
He hasn't got
Not-
much time.
he does not have much time left. This was a
He's
this is
old.
there's really nothing for me to play off of here. Like, I do think that having a fucking grandpa around the lounge would have been fun, but there really wasn't much actual potential for the arc when I thought about I sat down with Juno. I was like, all right, let's plan Johann's arc, and we sat there and I was like, fuck Juno, I think this might actually not.
Not.
And we're like, okay,
And
what
so
can we do
we
with
had to put
Kate?
Grandpa down.
Maybe what can we do with Kate? And then I was like, wait, Juno, how do you feel about lesbians?
Lesbian!
There's also the fact that we
Me,
kind of
who was
already
writing an
have
entire
the.
book about lesbians.
There's also the fact that we already kind of have the old man archetype. Not to say that we can't have more than one, but you know, I mean, feels like we're kind of filling a niche already.
McGillicuddy's a very different old man from what
What?
Johan is like.
What? And I
Yeah,
can't
Yokohama's
stress
a
this
nice
enough.
old man. McGillicuddy
What?
is the-
Oh my god, you must be psychic.
Anyways, yeah. So Johan did make a small cameo in the end of Haley's arc.
I was gonna say you didn't outright abandon him, so to speak.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
not
moved.
dead. He just,
Mhm.
yeah, he just moved. He's just
He
not
moved
dead.
to a side character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
Yes.
he was demoted to 4-star, 3-star, 4-star.
Yes. So that's what happened with Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
But
let's-
Queen, you never did specify the name change for Grace.
Well, she was always Grace Garden, and then Kristen came to me just like, "Hey, so another character. I'm not sure if it was another character had the name Grace or something to do with Grace, but it was obviously the Grace Killer." And she was like,
yeah.
"Yeah." So she was like, "So we
Uh.
might have to change the name, or the other person could change the name. I don't know." And I was just there like, I don't want to sound cheeky, but can you make them change the name?
And then neither one of us changed anything.
So what happened?
Yeah.
So what happened there was I was trying to sort my way through things, and I, for whatever reason, got the Grace Garden, Christine Forks, Grace Killer thing mixed up so many fucking times. I called Christine Forks Grace many times before, like, she was really, like, you know, canonly in the show. So the reason why I DM'd Queen saying you might have to change her name is because I thought that Christine's name was also Grace. And then I was like, wait, no, that's not fucking what? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Alrighty, well, hey, I would hate to cut this conversation off short. We are 2 minutes over, so I'm gonna be taking us into our break, and then we'll be switching over to Bro for the next 50 minutes.
Ooh.
Alrighty,
Right.
we will see y'all soon. We're back. Welcome back to
Wow.
Artsy Fartsy Party Night.
Well, bro, your style has remarkably shifted into a lot like Kristen's.
Yeah, how do you replicate something
Wow,
like
wow,
that?
this looks exactly like Kristen's art. What are you doing?
It's uncanny.
You assholes, I swear to God. I'm not going along with your bit.
Whoa. On the contrary, bro, you fell right into our trap.
Pull the
By
lever,
saying
Scott.
you wouldn't- By saying you are fun right into my trap. You see, by going along with our Beatinator. By
So
saying you will not go
I
along
did
with
the thing.
Beatinator, you have
I did the thing,
inadvertently gone along
Jordan,
with the
and
Beatinator.
nothing happened.
That's okay, just punch him.
I switched the thing.
Was that the wrong
Excuse me?
lever?
Beach episode. Beach episode.
Beach episode.
Look at those,
Each episode.
look at those chubby little legs.
God.
This is pre getting grabbed.
Gazeboed.
You could stop.
Pre-gazebo.
Grab.
All right, punt, grab her legs.
So,
No, wait.
so would you like to explain what you're doing?
Right. We didn't do any art last episode, so now we don't have any
Yeah.
art for the log thumbnail, so I'm just gonna do that.
Is it gazebo time?
No,
I
it's
couldn't draw gazebo time, that was too
that's
busy.
way too busy for a
Oh.
thumbnail.
Yeah, it's way too busy.
That would be fun to draw eventually, but like, oh god, it wouldn't be fun to draw. It'd be fun
Someone-
to have, but not.
Yeah, it'd be fun
someone,
to have, but that's a
anyone.
lot of characters.
If someone's out there, anyone, please animatic gazebo time, or at least the intro leading to gazebo.
Okay, you
time.
want to know what'd be funny? Doing an animatic of gazebo time would actually be less stressful than trying to do an illustration of gazebo time.
God.
That's true.
Wow.
I mean, depends on your skill set.
I want to see an animatic of everyone just trying to get Murder God to the gazebo.
right.
Just
You
like,
don't tell her
hey.
it's gonna be okay. It's going to be okay. We're just going to talk about your feelings.
we have cake.
We actually did not have cake.
Yeah, they
We had
didn't
pina
even offer
coladas.
cake.
Well,
Oh shoot.
Good.
Haley had pina
Sorry,
coladas.
Mr. M, the cake was a lie.
Anyway, we were on the topic. Sorry, do you want to explain exactly? Do you want specifics as to the thing you are drawing, or should I get to the topic of explaining character stuff?
I mean, the specifics of what I'm drawing are kind of. Well, you know what? No, I am gonna say the specific because it's not blatantly obvious now that I think about it. Um, so I thought it would be funny if I drew MG in a beach chair, but it actually looks like she's getting like therapy.
It just seems right.
It does.
Therapy from its
Like,
So,
how do we
everyone-
condense the beach episode into one image?
Yes.
So, is that stack of towels her exact therapist personified, or?
She doesn't have a therapist, so
Have it there.
the closest thing she has to a therapist is probably Junior.
Which I think we
What
joked
about
about putting
Olympias?
Junior in the chair, but it was such a it
Yeah.
was so stupid. It's just like, we can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just here for moral support.
Yep. I saw a thing. Can Murder God even get a tan? No, but listen, sometimes, okay, listen, as someone who personally does not like tanning at all, it's nice to lay out at the beach and just listen to the ocean. It's very calming.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do? Get a tan?
I
God, what are you gonna do, Tan?
You do
She
tan.
says.
but yeah, we were talking about character stuff. I had just explained how I totally mixed up the Grace Killer, Grace Garden, Christine Forks thing. God, was that ever a headache. And then there was other confusion. Well, confusion isn't really the right word. So, shortly after Cammy made Christine Forks, she was like, I want to do the thing where, like, okay, so Christine's gonna wake up, but actually she's already getting what she wants, so she's gonna go back to sleep. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds fucking cool. Let's do that. And she'd already, like, made art for it and everything. Like, she was so, because, you know, she did the Cammy thing where she gets really excited and she draws, like, 5 things for it.
Mhm.
You know, and this was in like 2018, wasn't when it wasn't supposed to happen until like summer 2019. But I was like, sweet. And then like a week or so later, Queen comes to me and says, actually, I think Grace would want to stay there because, you know, technically she's a whole person whenever she's asleep. So could she just like ask to stay with Murder God? And I'm like, no. No.
When you said yes first and then changed your mind like 3 days later.
I think
After some careful consideration, I've decided.
I think at
to
first I
veto
was like,
this.
my first thought was like, maybe I can make it different. Thinks about it, I really can't.
Oh.
And then I thought about it more, and then I was like, actually, I would have said no straight away were I not utterly terrified of telling my cast to do anything because it's 2018. Because I'm 2018, Kristen, and I still can't comprehend the fact that I run this show. So
God.
there were several calls that happened because I was too scared to like say anything. I don't regret anything that has happened in DMP, but there's definitely like stuff like that. Like I would have just said, current me would have just said no right away. But back then I was like, I mean, I'm lucky everyone's even willing to be a part of my show. I'll just say yes to everything and figure out a way to make it all come together. And that's why I have a 13-person cast, and it's.
Dear.
I also, for some reason, thought this was all gonna be done by like March 2019 for some reason.
Hmm.
I think I thought I was gonna have someone awaken like, you know, every other
Every
episode. Or
episode.
something.
I
I, like,
you specifically said.
yeah. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
someone will wake up every other episode, and then we'll, cause like, you know, with Vincent and Grace's awakenings, like in Vincent's awakenings case, you know, he got his whole ass backstory as soon as he woke up. So I kind of figured I'd do that with everyone. Grace got 2 episodes, but I figured that would be an outlier because Grace has like the 2 personalities
Right.
thing. But then Tommy's thing got kind of dragged out because, you know, as everyone knows the Tommy thing did not go according to plan at all.
Whoops.
um,
Whoopsie doopsie.
and then when season 2 rolled around, I was like, listen, we got to get everything going, because like I felt like up until now that everyone's awakened, I continuously feel bad for anyone who like has to be a sleeper, because like I know everyone just kind of wants to get to their stuff, and I always feel really bad for the people who would have to wait. So that was part of why I was like, no, we got to knock these out like every other episode, so nobody's stuck just sitting there waiting forever. Like Juno's already gonna have to wait so long. I can't do this.
Oh yeah.
Because I was Kristen's improv monkey.
Yeah, I told
Yeah.
Juno at the start, I was like, I can't have you awaken for some time. You're very good at setting the tone for scenarios.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then I got to be DDP like 5 times.
Yes.
And it was the most glorious achievement of my DIP career.
So,
Yes.
in the era of Johan, what was Johan's reasoning for DDD showing up so fucking much?
Same as Haley, except like same as Haley to annoy the murder god. Actually,
I see.
Yeah.
We approve.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
know
like
these were conscious choices that we could make while we were under.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
I had a thing set where it's supposed to be like, you know, your sleeper characters don't necessarily have to reflect your awakened state, but it can like kind of help cause some hints. Like, you know, Junior and Christine always were together for, well, because Cammy said, let's have our characters be best friends, and I was like, that's very convenient. That was stupid of me to keep that a secret, but that was the thing. Vincent was just a rebellious person against Murder God multiple times. Grace had the detective hints thing going on. Percy didn't really have a through line. He was one of the few that didn't. Because like, like, you know, Uprising gave every single one of her characters
The
a Dark Souls name.
Well, I will say that I eventually established something, but that wasn't until way after. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the case of Ezra, there is a through line, but it's you know, I can't explain that yet.
We haven't gotten through his
We haven't
story
gotten
yet.
there yet. But yeah, every like obviously some sleeper characters are just memes. Because
Yeah, a lot of
sometimes
them
you
are
just
just
gotta
memes.
meme. But there's usually a through line of some sort. Like in the case of Haley / Johan, it was just you did not give me what I was promised. I'm pissed off and I'm gonna annoy you so much.
I will say, now that I think about it, though, that Percy did have a few characters that, like, really had connotations with family. Like, I remember there were the interns, the brothers, and then there was Onyx, who had, like, the thing with Araya, for instance. Or,
Yeah.
you know,
Onyx
or even...
and Araya were a big, like, thing to me for Percy. But, like, to me, as a watcher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
God, when Percy was first a thing, I don't think Riley was only sort of a part of his story originally.
Mhm.
Like, Percy's thing originally was just that, you know, his parents had died, and he and Riley had been left to take over the farm, and basically Percy wanted to get some time away. So Murder God whisks him away, and Riley comes running into his room to find that it's empty. Oh my gosh. And I was like, okay, this is cool. This is fun. You know how we could like push this more? Because already Percy, unlike the rest of the Awakened thus far, really wants to stay. Like he really likes Murder God's shit. Like they actually get along okay. Okay, well, what if his sister's fucking dying?
And then we were just
Death.
looking through, and it's like, what is, like, one of the most critical illnesses of, like, the 1940s, 50s? Tuberculosis.
You see, I didn't even think about what she had. I don't even remember. I just went, she has an anime cough of death.
Yes, the anime cough of death.
Yes.
The
Who's the one who brought up
maybe a little bit of blood.
tuberculosis then? I know it was someone.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
know.
cannot remember.
I know that when it came to like characters I would play, I was very particular about like certain things. As in, like, why it would take me so long to give you a character is because I feel like, no, I gotta do this or I gotta do that. Like, because like one that people probably forgot exists is like Vanetta Reese, who was based off of horror icon, black female horror icons from the 80s, 70s, 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like so I always had at least like one little thing in every character that I did
Mm-hmm.
that was like kind of, but then again, Junior as a character has changed like personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like because initially, God, I think about the initial, like, for what Junior was. He was a lot more intimidating as a person.
He just ended up much softer than was originally planned.
And it works for him. So.
Yeah, I'm really glad that it changed. I do not regret any changes that happened in DMP because it's made for a better show overall. So, you know, I'm good with it. God, fuck. There were changes to Tommy, but unfortunately I cannot remember what they were now, which is I think
hair.
Well, we gave him hair, but like I think mostly all Adric did was like flesh out on Angelina and Tommy's relationship a bit more, but that was so long ago, and like I said, I had not planned for that at all. God, never forget.
Always remember, never forget.
When DMP first started, the only rules that were in place was I was just like, you know, I'll let you know if you can do a backstory hint, but you know, just kind of feel it out, improv whatever you'd like. You know, I'll just let you know you can do a backstory hint, and that's what I told Adric he could do. And then Tommy woke up, and then I was like, okay, well, this is gonna have to be a little bit more controlled.
And then we made an entire show.
And then we made an entire show.
We made an entire show.
Woo! Woo! Tom, I still cannot believe that Tommy's Botched Awakening was improv. It was entirely improv.
Entirely.
Makes the fact that Vincent felt so fucking bad about it so much worse. It murdered up like, it's your fault, and I'm like, it's not your fault at all, Vincent Marshall Reed. You're fictional. I'm the bitch that didn't put down rules for this show, and now you have to suffer.
Oh boy.
Bada fucking bing. There's your cards, fucker.
God.
I was gonna make typical beach sand, and then I remembered that the sand on the void on this beach
On the beach is black. Yes, it's black sand.
Black sand.
Yeah, it's black sand.
So, as long as we're talking about change, and I admit this might be a bit difficult of a question for... I admit that this may be a bit of a difficult question for one particular individual, but I'm gonna ask the question anyway. Given how far we've gotten with the show so far,
yes.
If thank you.
Yes.
If you could change one thing about the way your character has been executed so far, what would it be?
Ooh. Mmm.
Down the list we go.
Eee.
I'm not gonna say anything just yet. I'm gonna let people who play their character, I'm gonna let players go first. I'll talk later.
Okay.
Fuck. That's a good question.
Because I can't say the answer is nothing, but I'm not actively aware of what the answer is, so now I gotta think about it.
Well, so here's the thing. The thing with Junior, I think the thing with Junior is he's tied up in the Christine arc, and the big regret of the Christine arc is, as fun as the secret was, it caused a lot of problems.
I don't regret keeping it a secret for like reasons I have told you multiple times.
That's true.
Yeah, whoa.
I regret it because of how much it kind of twisted up the arc, but like I like how it ended up. It's not that I wish I had known Christine was not gonna shoot the gun.
Yeah, that entire circumstance was an adventure.
Yes.
Because the issue, because we've talked about this before, the issue's not that Christine didn't shoot the gun.
Yeah.
The issue is that the scene went on for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah.
Well, also, like, I had initially, like, I was really certain that she was gonna shoot, and I had to rewrite a lot of stuff because I thought that Christine was gonna be a lot.
Rewritten.
Yeah, the entire arc, I had to rewrite it.
But I look back on the arc that I had written for Junior, and it's a little too sad.
Yeah?
The old arc I had written for Junior was a little too sad.
Yeah.
It's like, if I may talk about it for a minute.
Go ahead.
Please.
Junior's Lotus Eater was gonna be really fucking sad.
Woo!
It was going to be that, like, I was going between, like, 2 or 3 things, but the point of Junior's Lotus Eater was that we were going to build a little bit on the Christine thing and make it just so blatantly obvious that he had regrets
Yeah.
that, like, Christine couldn't necessarily ignore it.
Yeah, the initial concept was that Christine was just never gonna let go of her thing for Junior, and then in the Lotus Eater it would be like, what does Junior wish for? He just wishes to be punished for what he's done. Forever. Because he hates himself.
It's like, I remember I had this entire thought. I was just like, you try to go into Junior's Lotus Eater and it's just this black void, and it's just like, what is here? It's like, well, nothing, because he genuinely wishes that nothing had ever happened. And I did. Like, there were 3 thoughts. One was like normal torture, just coming in on a normal torture scene. 2 was the black void existing, like it being like a thing that you actually have to dig through to find him. And the 3rd one was you come into a very normal city and everybody's just like, we're looking for Junior. Well, who's that? And yeah, and I was just like, the thing is, if Christine Forks was still in the show, Junior would follow her like a puppy, and his development would be a kind of shirked because of that, because it's not like you can't exactly tell him not to do that.
Yeah.
Like, the only person he would listen to tell him not to do that is her, and he would even struggle to, like, not do that. And so, like, Junior's arc kind of already changed into something that I can actually work with.
Yeah.
Fair.
If I were to change anything about where he was now, it would be that I wish that I kept more on top of certain threads when it came to him. But he's currently shaping up to be like a more rounded individual, like, and I'm proud of him for that.
Oh.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, nice.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
No, it was a good TED Talk.
Good TED Talk.
Yeah, we've actually had several discussions about this. It's like, as much as I really love Christine Forks, it's actually better for Junior's arc that she's not there, unfortunately.
Oh well.
We love
And
you,
the thing is, I also really love Christine Forks, but I'm like, here's the thing. Christine Forks leaving the show meant I could have Aletheus take her out of the show, which helped me, like, spark a lot of the Black Stars stuff that was going on. And Cammy did such a fucking good job in the disappearance of Christine Forks, so I'm like, no, this works really well. I wouldn't change that.
Nice.
So, there's that. Let's move on to, Quinn.
That's me.
That's
okay.
You.
All right. So, at present, I wouldn't change anything about Grace, but there have been 2 things that previously I wish I did. And the first thing was, I really wish I'd have practiced more as her in the sense of like her being a detective and getting things sorted, because I remember for quite a while, like I thought back to episode 10 where the host awakens, but then there was like the whole Western train scenario thing. And that's my favorite performance as the detective, because it was like a whole flawless thing of her calling the doctor out, which is one of my favorite moments in the whole show. And then afterwards, when like I would watch other episodes and realize how crap Grace was being, I was just like, oh, I'm not doing a good job here. But then I look back at it now and just like, well, all these imperfections came out after the host awakened, and it's like, well, that would make sense. Like, she presented herself as who she thought she was ideally, and then all the flaws came out after that. And I'm like, oh, no, this is good. And then the second thing, this is kind of a recent doubt, but part of me really thought for a while, like, why did I make her be mean to the doc? What happened to them in season 2 being all nice and stuff? Why do they hate each other now? And then I was like, oh, I should have backed off. But then I'm kind of like, with the whole fly thing last time, I'm just like, ooh, but this could work.
Character conflict!
Sometimes the most interesting thing you can do is burn a bridge.
Yeah. Remember when Grayson Jr. was supposed to burn a bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were supposed. Okay, they're exactly where we planned on them being, but they didn't take the route we planned on them getting there.
God. No,
We failed the
like where it's
task
going.
successfully, so.
Hell yeah.
Fair enough.
I like where it's going. I don't know how we're gonna get, like, them being good again. I don't know if they ever will be good again, but I don't know. Could happen.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate this insight.
You're welcome.
Scott.
Oh shoot, is Juno not here right now?
No.
Oh wow, I thought I would have more time to actually think for my own question.
I mean, I can ask Jordan, but, like, Ezra has not...
yeah, I was
like,
gonna
he's in the
say
middle
this
of his
was
arc,
this
so...
was the
We
character I
haven't
figured would
finished
have a
him
little
yet.
bit more difficult. You know what? I will say this. It's like, you know, I look at some of the characters who are a little bit further into time, like, you know,
What's up,
like
hoes?
Grace.
What's up, hoes?
Oh,
How is it?
Juno, we have a question for
No,
you.
Scott.
You already
You were
started.
talking.
You already started.
Okay. But I guess I look back at a few characters like, you know, Grace or the Doctor, and I realize, oh, there's a bit of history to these characters, that, you know, prior knowledge of events past, and then I think back to like the whole World War II thing with Percy, and it's like, oh, I really don't
Oh,
know the
dear.
context for this character, do I? And I feel like if there's one thing I could change, it's like I could have done a bit more research into the time period that I was working with this character on, because God, if I had more to work with, then I feel like I don't know. I guess I could have had more context, and in turn more I don't know. But I mean, I'm still happy with where he is now, but I feel like I could have done more. I guess
That's
that's
fair.
the answer.
I can understand that.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, you know, not everyone's character has to be, like, you know, super tied to their time period.
Granted, no, but it's like history is my weakest subject. IRL.
World War II is a
and-
big deal, though.
Yeah.
It is a big deal for characters, even those not directly involved.
I
Yeah.
always accepted the Percy.
Yeah, like I've been going with the with the headcanon that Percy just comes from an alternate dimension that didn't have World War II.
Either that or it was just a much smaller war.
Yeah.
He just didn't know.
Or he's just that fucking dumb.
Oh.
I mean, he is a himbo, not.
Or that fucking sheltered, I don't know.
Listen, Percy is just a southern himbo, and that's all that matters. Thank you, Anathema. Small subsection of Germany, War II.
The only other thing I can think of, but this is less about what I wish I could change and more of just a product of the time, which is you know, we definitely put more effort into the characters' awakened stories now. I think that started with Valencia especially. And I'm really happy with how those turned out. There's a lot more development into the storytelling and the art, and I'm really happy with how those turn out.
Excuse
Bless you. Oh my.
Bless you.
And I'm like,
Wow.
God, I wish I had that for Percy instead of Improv City.
No,
Yeah.
I get you there.
You know, I think about I think about the art. I'm just saying this as a statement because I think about it quite often. Percy was the birth of the mosaic forms for the
Yeah.
epipath forms.
The,
Oh
the,
yeah.
I remember because Kristen wanted to do multiple things, and it was just like, but I can't because like that would take a lot of time. And I
and
remember,
I'm illustrating a book right now.
I remember both of us kind of just looking at each other and going, I mean, you could just put them all in one image.
And I was like, yeah, triptych.
That's what it's called, a triptych.
Yes. See, the thing with Percy is while he's missing some of the stuff that, like, it's like, I do wish Percy's thing had been a bit more scripted. And you know, we could have done a flashback or something. But also, and you know, he could have gotten some music and that would have been nice. But on the other hand, you gotta keep in mind that, like, when Percy's arc had happened, he had gotten more fanfare and more time than any of the previous Awakened had gotten. He's like the proto, like, big awakening episode.
Percy
I
got a
can't
lot of
believe Percy
attention.
Blackwood was the progenitor.
Like, I still did 4 illustrations for Percy's arc, and like that was when I was also illustrating a book.
I feel like it feels a lot bigger now because we're living in the moment, but like at that time,
Mhm.
it was huge.
Like,
it was
yeah.
huge lot of
yeah.
happenings.
Yeah, like Percy's arc was Percy's arc was actually the first time that I put in like specific, I want this music to come in while I'm saying this part of like the speech. Like, prior to that, I still had like the notes for, you know, changing the night and day music, but like I think that was the first one where I was like, I want this song specifically for this piece, and then I want this to switch to this and this and this. Like,
Yeah, it was definitely during that first third of the season where we actually started establishing some groundwork, and it kind of was the progenitor for everything else we would do moving forward.
Percy
Yeah.
walked so Ezra could run.
he watched so Ezra could run. Ezra and his 50 million music pieces. Ezra and his small album.
You hear that there? You hear that there,
Small
Bucko?
album.
You owe me.
God, I have a track that's 8 fucking minutes long.
Oh boy.
It's an 8-minute long track, and they haven't heard it yet. It's long as
Oh,
shit.
well.
But,
I was just like,
Some
man, is this
good
long
stuff.
enough? Is this long enough for scenes? And then like,
Yeah.
I put it in the Discord. I was like, motherfucker, 8 minutes.
But yeah, like it is a shame that Percy is missing a couple of the things that like current awakenings get, but you know, at the time it was mind-boggling that we could even manage what we did for Percy. We didn't really like we started actually scripting, I want to say, like with
It was either during or after the Christine arc because
it was basically
I think
during
it started with
Christine arc.
Christine, yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually, like the various like, oh my gosh, who could the Grace Killer be? Red herring scenes were all
Right.
like scripted
'Cause I
out.
wasn't there for those meetings.
Yeah, and we were also scripting out like the lounge scenes were the lounge scenes were a lot more loose back then. Like like we always label the docs plot beats because it's just sort of supposed to be just follow these general beats when you're doing your improv, because that's what it was at the time. It started being pretty much entirely scripted. Like, first it was, okay, here's some loose beats for the lounge scenes so we know what's going on, and here's some loose beats for the backstory so we know what's going on. Okay, cool. And then we'll have a bit of a script here for the awakening section. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, well, the scene is hung for half an hour. Okay, time for more scripts. And now
we did.
we're here.
Here we are again.
I'm sorry, I just think about sometimes how like, yes, that one 30-minute scene ended up making it so that we we would never have another scene that went that long.
God.
And
I
then last episode happened.
Last
Even
episode
though
didn't
last episode
hang.
had several scenes and we had planned out for it to be
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move on. So Juno, you weren't here for this, but I asked a question to the current awakened, and okay, let me rephrase that.
like every
The awakened sans Ezra, because he has not been here long enough for this question. But given how far we've come in Discord Murder Party, if you could change one thing about the way your character has been executed so far, what would it be?
Make her taller. I'm kidding. That's a hard question. I'll get back to you.
Sure, take your time.
Okay.
What is she
As soon
drinking?
as I finish driving
It's
through-
green, whatever.
Don't worry about it. It's a margarita.
She's drinking a Sobe green tea.
Soapy green tea.
Sobe.
So bad.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think like so I can't really say Murder God has a lot of things going on. With all the things
Murder God
going on
is
with Murder
special.
God, so like MG seems like a matcha person, says Becca.
Ooh.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm also a matcha person, so I don't know how much of that is just my bias toward how much I like matcha. Like, I think I've listed multiple times, because the thing is, I can't even think of my character regrets, because I'm always thinking about the whole show.
I can't believe Kristen's regret is Discord Murder Party.
It kind of is at the same time. It's my greatest pride and my greatest regret all in one.
oh no.
Kristen, what do you regret the most about Discord Murder Party? Discord
Discord
Murder Party.
What
Discord
are you
Murder
most
Party.
proud about in Discord Murder Party? Discord Murder Party.
Discord
Don't
Murder
try-
Party.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Discord
God.
Murder Party.
Well, because, like, I
The
have,
scene
like,
is gonna
fucking-
die.
I need you to understand, I have so many fucking nightmares about Discord Murder Party. I have dreams
Oh my God.
where Phil and Cammy and Kikyo show up and demand to be put back in the show, and like for some reason the show is live and it's in my living room, and
Oh, no.
and like Cammy is demanding that she be in the thing, and I'm like, but nothing is scripted. But I feel like I have to let her into the show because I love Cammy and she's a very good actor. So I try to make it work, and like it doesn't, and like everything's falling apart around me as I like look to like Bro and Alex from behind the cameras, and they're both giving me a I can't save you at this point look, and I'm just like no, and like Splits just like, you know, dressed as Vincent Marshall Reed, also very upset.
Male Homicide Quiet Get Together is filmed in front of a live studio audience. You couldn't hear any of them, but trust us, they were there.
God.
No, he's
See,
not there.
You have dreams like that, and then there's me where I had a dream once that the doctor swapped Grace for chicken.
What?
I'm sorry, come again?
So
Chicken?
there was a dream about like trying to save Francis basically, and there was a part of it where like Grace got really hurt, and Murder God's just really pissed at her, so she's just like, get her away from here, get her away from here. So the doctor like picks her up and starts walking off with her. And then for some reason my IRL friend Charlie just comes out of nowhere, and he looks at me, and then he looks up at the balcony, and like all the characters are up there, so he just goes up to the doctor with this massive plate of chicken and just goes, if you give me Grace, I'll give you this chicken. And he's just like, yeah, take her.
Oh my God.
Well,
Yeah,
shit,
I'll
that's
put
all you
it
had
up.
to say. What?
I've got a bucket of chicken. You want to do it? Okay.
No. Oh no.
God.
But yeah, I think really just my biggest regrets from the show are really just like, it took me a while for me to be able to like say no to anything, and God, I'm still kind of bad at saying no, but it's like I regret not saying no to some things, and I regret basically not just saying fuck it, we're scripting this from the get-go. I mean, of course, on the other hand, though, here I'm saying that, but like one of the things that's so great about the show is how it evolved so organically. So I don't know. Here I'm sitting here saying I wish it had been more planned out, but then I'm also like, I don't know if we'd have DMP if we'd planned it out from the get-go. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to
DMP
change,
is a magical thing.
if I were to change one thing about my character, and I've thought about this before, it would be that Ezra would be derived from kind of like his own thing rather than the John thing that happened.
Yeah.
Because John's not my character. You know, I've found ways to work through that, and like the really nice relevance that John kind of holds with the character, but like he's not my character. It always feels weird whenever like we address him, because you know, like again, he's not my character. He's been Kikyo's character. He will always be Kikyo's character, and John just continues to live on. I just wish we, like, under like the circumstances that if Kikyo did not drop, and that I would still like be in the show at some point. The circumstances being that, you know, John and Ezra could coexist.
Yeah.
That would be one thing that I would change.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I would definitely change that if that were possible.
I love the concept of John. Like, it's like anyone and everyone who's seen the My Name is John video, it's like you know his story. We tell his story flat out there. Like, I love his concept. It'd be the one thing that I would change. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, John was a really good concept. It's really like that's probably one of my. I can't say I regret it because like there's really nothing anyone could have done to prevent it because like we didn't know it was gonna be an issue. It's just sort of how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the time I was like, well, this will surely be the only cast member that I have to switch out, so I guess I'll just. Well, Jordan wants to be in DMP, so I guess I'll just sort of mashes characters together. Alright, I'm gonna put in John in one end of the tube, and out of the tube is gonna come Ezra. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out just fine. And then, you know, like, as I'm working at this, both Cammy and Phil just, like, walk off set.
Like, we stick
No,
little,
I wasn't
like,
playing with my dolls. What are you talking about?
very regular John in the tube, and this little buff dumbass pops out.
Yeah, like,
like he gets stuck in the tube halfway, and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Hello?
Oh my god.
Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, Jordan, I would have preferred you to have been in the cast from the beginning, but you were, like, super busy the first year that DMP was happening, so...
I did theater.
You did theater.
It's my high school.
Okay.
Which is, you know, neat. Weirdly enough, now that I think about it, they never had us rehearse on Sundays.
Yeah, you totally could have done the thing.
What?
So.
Yeah.
What was I doing?
I don't know.
Did they?
You made it to like one game.
I know. I was there
Yeah,
for
you
like
were
one
like
game.
the freaking silver speaker.
Yeah, it was like for a while I thought like I wasn't really like super caught up on the DMP stuff, and so I just kind of thought it was like, oh yeah, it's just a little game thing, and then I found out that there was a story and like a commitment to it, and I was like, oh, I missed that window.
Fuck this shit.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Thing.
Because like when I found out that there was like a story involved, I was like, oh, that's super neat. I missed the window for that. That's okay. And then 2 years went by.
And then 2 years went by.
2 years went by.
I saw, like, something I've always wondered if John was just a different story before Kikyo had to leave. Or if John was supposed to just be a stuck sleeper. So the question is not if the question Churro is asking is if John would have been, like, if the reason why he's stuck would have been different. Like, Was he always a stuck sleeper, and John would have actually turned out to have been someone else when he woke up? You know, no. John was always going to be Kikyo's character. The concept there was that John was like kind of half asleep, like, so he was just kind of stuck, and Murder God just wasn't really paying attention. She's like, okay, he doesn't remember anything, and also he's the most non-character. He doesn't matter.
Wait, it's all John? Always
It's all
has
it
been.
always has been.
John was meant to be like the most normal.
Yeah, he's just a normal guy. Yeah, so
Toilet
that's
man.
so basically all I did was I took John's story and then went, okay, you're stuck, but also you act but also now John was a mask. There we go. Did it. Nailed it. No problems here. But yeah, in an ideal world, I would have been able to have had both characters in the thing, but we don't live in an ideal world, do we?
We
Aw.
live in a
world of
society.
terrible
We live
neighbors.
in a society.
We live in a world of terrible neighbors and Party John.
Party John.
Tequila.
Party John.
Don't ever think I've forgotten about that.
Oh no, I haven't.
Can I talk about that song? I've talked about this before. Tequila. I've talked about this before, but I would always go to karaoke after D&D at my uni, and my housemate would always choose tequila to sing at karaoke. But the one thing that pissed me off about it is
Yes.
every single time he was always 2 beats off. So it would be like,
Oh.
it would always be like da 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 tequila.
Oh, that's so unsatisfying.
That's no.
I heard that, and my heart kind of crumpled inside, especially since that was one of our pet band songs back in March.
Oh.
Oh no.
God, have y'all seen that fucking America's Got Talent thing where like
Yes.
this guy went on the show
Fucking
and
yes.
he did just that. Like
Tequila.
that song only has the word tequila in it, and it comes up like 3 times.
Yeah. He never went any further than that, though. Like he just
No,
did.
he got to the next round, then just did the same thing again with another song.
Yeah. It's
'Cause,
like he's a one-trick pony. That
Well,
was
no,
it.
he didn't want to get through. He came on as a joke, didn't expect to get through. So then the next round he did it, and they were like, "Do you want to be here?" Not really.
Not really.
Oh.
Not really.
It's like, what is your talent? I'm on beat most of the time. Why did you select me to continue?
The thing with him is that, like, if I remember correctly, he actually is a comedian. He just straight up, like, did not expect to get through.
You know what? That's fair.
He straight up was just like, no, this was the joke. There's no other joke.
There's no shit.
That was the bit, guys. We
bro?
pack it up. We're going
Pack your
home.
bags.
Bro Dingles, you have 4 minutes.
But yeah.
You have
4 minutes.
No, that's enough. I wasn't gonna make the joke. I specifically avoided it, and then you all said
Why
it.
would you avoid it on Sunday of all days?
Seriously.
Because it's
dude.
my Sunday. Get out of here.
Excuse me, it's our Sunday. We live on this planet too, my friend. We live in a society.
Kristen,
Yes.
get his fucking kneecaps.
Fucking dumb. You're going to double jail. God.
Double jail. Take him out of here.
He's
No.
gone.
Gone. Hey, chat, take a look at that. You see where Scott is? No? Me neither. Because he's in the fucking corner of shame. Gone.
Well, actually, I did put him in double jail.
Very good. Very, very good.
Okay, I'll bring him. Can I bring him back now?
Yes, please.
I haven't saved.
Bro! Save!
It's a really good picture.
That's a
You
very
may
good picture.
return from double jail.
Scott, do you like having kneecaps? Yeah?
Kristen died
Yeah?
from me.
Hey, it's okay. You get to keep those kneecaps. You want to know why? Because next time you won't do that shit again.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
It's okay.
This is genuinely distressing. Please stop.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
God, I saw a TikTok the other day with someone losing their shit over the fact that they found out that apparently your kneecaps don't form until you're like 4 years old.
Yes.
seriously?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why you can't
Whoa.
walk.
Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's how they call them toddlers.
It all makes sense now.
You can't walk until you have kneecaps.
Wait, you
You
have
don't
no
have kneecap rights.
Wait, there
You
were
were
no
4.
kneecaps? Never have been.
Never have been. Bah.
The funny thing about that meme is that the Earth is actually just one big Ohio.
Wait, it's all
It was
Ohio?
like, originally, it was. Yeah, that's what it was. It's all Ohio. It always has been.
Always has been.
Always has been.
Except the astronaut points the gun at your kneecap.
You got 1 minute. Oh, wait a minute. Murder God has ink toes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Got
inky
little
little
I
toes.
never want to hear the term ink toes ever again.
Inky little toes.
She has ink toes, Juno. Look, she has ink toes.
Yeah, the ink toes.
Inky, winky, blinky toes. Is that what you wanted to hear?
All right,
Okay,
Jordan,
so-
that's it. I'm loading all of my dice in roll 20. Ezra is dying on turn 1.
With what story points?
I'm gonna use all of my story points.
All 2 of them? Ha! I'm gonna channel my inner fucking big brain and cast 500 story points.
God damn it.
God,
That's right,
okay.
You're not big brain anymore. You can't do that.
I can be whatever I want to be. I
Oh,
can be whatever I
buddy.
want to be. God, I think it was, no, it had to have been the first big brain fight. During the first big brain fight, the chat didn't see this happen because they can't see the roll 20. But when I went to go attack Thorin, when Big Brain was like, I'm gonna use all of my story points, I actually rolled 500 d6s
Yep.
underneath. And so you ended up just seeing this really large fucking wall of just dice.
Dice.
Just so much dice. And then a big fucking number at the bottom. Thorin should have died.
Murder God said no.
Murder God said no, but Thorin.
Saying, no, you.
Thorin should have
No,
died.
No.
Big Brain
you-
would have
Or-
demolished that poor fucking kid. Anyway, we are 1 minute over. It is time to switch over to the Kristen.
Okie dokie.
Woo!
Ooh.
No! Okay.
Bro, this art looks lovely,
Suddenly,
by the way.
nighttime.
It looks very nice.
Beautiful.
I feel very calmed looking at it.
I'm sitting over here like, God, this looks like Garbo.
No, it looks great. What?
No, this
Looks
good.
fantastic.
Matter of
What are you
fact,
talking
fuck
about?
It. Fuck it, we're going back to it. We're gonna take a look at it. Bro, Dingles, zoom in on that shit for us.
Okay.
Zoom in on it.
That's some
Give-
good stuff.
Give us a little zoomy. All right, now chat,
Mistakes.
drop him some sugar. Drop him some sugar in the chat. Drop him some sugar in the chat. Give some love.
You
Look
gave
at
those
that.
ink toes.
Do. Ah, honey.
Oh, honey,
I
honey.
associate that song with Shrek, and I can't not
What?
associate it.
How?
Why?
Yes!
Explain.
Because they sing it during Faraway Idol.
Yeah,
Oh
Ginger.
my God,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
so
I forgot
fucking
about
right.
that. I actually forgot about that. Holy shit.
And then Simon Cowell's just like, what's next? A singing donut?
I'm upset because I remember loving the
Beautiful,
Three
beautiful.
Blind Mice bit, and he, you know, whenever I chose that, he's just like, no, your opinion is wrong. It's me, everyone.
Going on break, right?
No, I thought we were just gonna switch over.
I've been
Oh,
waiting on Kristen to turn her.
Sorry, I was gonna. I have to call my fiance real quick because I thought we were gonna have a second break because we usually do. So
no problem.
give me 5
I'll
minutes.
just keep going then until you get back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Let's admire those toes some more.
Inky
God.
toes.
I was gonna
Inky
make a
toes.
sound, but I controlled myself.
All right, that's it. That's it, Jordan. Ezra's dying in the scenario after next scenario.
How do you know you'll be a mafia or gunslinger?
God.
Yeah, how do you know?
I'm using all of the story points.
This murder god just looks so dignified.
She does.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Yeah. We'll just start the we'll have a 7-minute break and then we're gonna get back
All right.
into
Cool
it.
beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the third act of our large Shakespearean fest that we call Team Murder's Sunday Artsy Fartsy Party Night. I'm your host again, Upgraded Moon, joined by Kristen, Bro, myself, Carl,
Hello.
Juno, Queen, Scott, and who we like to call the worst. We will not say his name on stream because he is stupid. And Kristen
Okay, first of all, fuck you.
Fred Bode! Fred Bode! Oh, you fucker, you caught me. You made me do it.
I think I might need. Right. So first of all, and most importantly, Steve texted me to inform me he hasn't died yet. He's driving out to Wyoming.
Oh,
I have
excellent.
not died yet, but I have found out that Iowa is going really hard on windmills. They are literally everywhere.
Oh yeah, no.
Powerful renewable vibes.
Why?
I
Good
see.
to know.
Because
So,
wind is power, and power
Yes.
is the future.
Isn't it? Yes. Yes, this isn't. I was like, I gotta tell the people that that Steve is okay. It's very important. But yeah, so I am working on this here Grace picture. I just realized that I won't be able to do that.
Yes.
Which is sort of a continued adventure in trying to recapture the glory of the original Murder God Flowers image. No, I wanted to do a series, and then the idea for a series has really gone on hold, what with the whole arms thing. But you know, I'm working on it today because it's Dimp Day, and I'm doing a lot of other DMP art, but none of you can see any of it because it's spoilers.
All of it.
All of it is spoilers.
All of it.
You
Oh,
can
fuck.
assume it's all spoilers.
Wait, it's all spoilers?
Always has been.
God,
Like,
like,
I know,
no!
like I know we talked about it a little bit, but man, we just really want you guys to see the choreograph number just in its entirety when it comes around.
Yeah, we just
in all
watching this thing.
seriousness, like, God, we were working on stuff
Ooh.
for this episode, and I was like, I have
I
to
like that
move.
brush.
Oh yeah, this is a watercolor brush that
It's
I
a neat
have.
little brush.
Nice.
That's a neat little. Oh my god, it's too big. It looks like a flower. It looks like a flower.
Yeah, I actually have a few different ones. Like, there's that one.
Oh, I get it, because she has a screw loose.
I
I
mean,
wasn't
yeah, but
gonna
also it's just her
Magnifying glass.
her magnifying glass.
It's all
My
over the
joke is
place.
better.
Because mine isn't a joke. There's this thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I like this is like a crosshatch thing that I will say that usually I don't go with that one because I feel like it's too thick.
Hmm.
But
God.
this
So-
one does good crosshatch stuff.
That's nice.
Ooh.
It looks like
Honestly.
cereal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then
So-
I have some marker ones.
Oh, Jesus. Wide marker.
Well, the frustrating stuff with like some Photoshop brushes is just like, so here's some actual like prints of like, you know, markers. Cool. Can I just get a brush that just sort of simulates using a marker? This kinda does it.
Hmm.
If I were a better professional illustrator, I would have searched more into like really good watercolor brushes for Photoshop. But I'll be honest, I usually, what happens is I'll be doing a piece and I'll think, fuck, I have a deadline. Okay, I need the quickest brush I can find that simulates what I need. And then, you know, it takes me forever because I'm just doing the quickest workaround I could, and then I'm like, you know what? I probably could have saved time if I actually got the thing I fucking needed. Which is really just the story of my life when it comes to any art. you guys can now see that I don't label any of my layers. I never do. I always say I'm going to, and then I
Wait,
just
they've
don't.
all been I'm not gonna make the joke.
We gotta stop, guys. We gotta stop.
Yui.
They've been unlabeled.
Always have been.
have.
I
Okay, we're
can't.
done.
You can't go 3 seconds without it.
I just can't.
I love how chat's going. Wait, Grace's ears?
Wait, we planned
Always
on stopping.
have had.
Wait, we planned on stopping. Never had been.
So, Grace has been not this Grace this Grace has been my labor of love since 2018. Grace in general has been my labor of love since 2012. So I look at this picture, just this reference picture of her, and I'm just like, damn, you're fucking sexy.
She's really hot.
Because I say all
Guess
the
what?
time
You
that like
can't have her.
I say all the time that Grace is traditionally like not pretty in the sense like, you know, she's tall and very lanky and stuff, and that's, you know, that wasn't the well, not like it wasn't the norm, but it's kind of like that wasn't the sort of standard of pretty. So, but then I just look at her and I'm just like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'd fucking marry you.
I think Grace Garden is hot.
So does Ezra.
He does?
He just
You know
hasn't
what?
had a moment yet.
That's true.
You know
God.
what? Hang on 1 second.
Like, if we want to get a little out here with the business, Ezra thinks like, let's say like 75% of the of the cast is hot.
Who's the 25% that isn't?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
He calls the doctor hot.
All right. The doctor. That's all I needed to do. That's all I needed to know.
You don't know. Something
know,
about
he
that
might-
mustache. That's just
Maybe in the silver foxes.
some about that mustache. That's just damn Mario.
Dr. McGillicuddy could be. I think he could be hot, depending on how he is drawn.
Yeah, that's true. I remember
You're-
Steel drew him once, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
no.
Exactly.
God, I
Get
just-
Steel to draw Dr. McGillicuddy, and he will become the most attractive silver fox that's ever existed.
God, I want to see a picture of young Dr. McGillicuddy, but I'm afraid he's gonna look like Stephen Cutter, and I'm gonna be like, ah!
God, I remember
You're hot, but
fucking-
ah!
God, I
Okay.
remember me and Kikyo tried to draw that ages ago. We just had him like with really long, flowing brown hair.
My mom has
my
a head
God.
cannon for young Dr. McGillicuddy in it.
That's so good.
All
The
right,
mother of all people.
pick 3 numbers between 1 and 10.
7,
1, 2, and
4,
3.
1.
1, 7, and 4. 4. Okay then.
What's that
Since
supposed
you
to
were
mean, Scott?
since Queen, you were talking about saying that you would marry Grace. Between these 3, FMK, Vincent, Grace, and Christine.
Ooh.
About who Ezra doesn't find hot, or what do you?
FMK.
For?
FMK.
FMK. Let's not do this.
Let's not.
Yeah, I was just we're getting down into some territory. Let's just...
We are not having a teenage sleepover. We're having a stream.
Your loss.
Teenage sleepover comes after the stream.
Exactly. This is not the after dark.
God.
We'll have this conversation after.
Eh.
Yeah.
Also, Alex, let's never consider that.
What did Alex say?
What did
Steel
Alex-
drawing Mr. McGillicuddy.
Oh no!
God,
I
I
mean,
just.
I'd like
I
it.
think that would just break the world because Steel can't. Everyone Steel draws, at least most characters, are automatically hot, and Mr.
Yeah.
McGillicuddy is Mr. McGillicuddy. So I'm pretty sure if
An
Steel tries to
unstoppable
draw
force.
Mr. McGillicuddy, it's kind of like how so if you strap buttered toast to the back of a cat and then you throw the cat in the air, it will just perpetually float in the air because the buttered
Question.
toast must always land butter side down, but the cat must always land on its feet. Therefore,
Question.
Answer.
Why are
Yes.
you strapping Toast to a cat in the first place?
To make a perpetual motion machine.
God, it's called science, Scott.
Yeah, fuck off.
I don't do science.
God.
Well, you're missing out on taping Toast to cats.
What?
so-
God damn it.
I'm not going to strap a squirrel to the back of a rocket for science.
I'm going to strap a squirrel to a megaphone.
God damn it. So, in terms of like, because we were talking before about DMP, like characters and changes, that's one of the things I love about Grace as well. She was originally going to be 5'7", and then Juno sort of happened.
To be the shortest character in to be the shortest adult character in
Yeah, they would have been the
D&D.
same height. And but now it's like I can't picture her being short.
She has tall girl vibes.
She does.
She
And I
does.
really like that she's tall now. Sometimes I go back to this picture that Kikyo drew when, like, it was before Tommy woke up, so it was just Vincent, Doc, and Grace. And it had Grace as her original height, and it had Doc, like, a couple of inches taller than her, and then it had Vincent at, like, 6'2".
Ooh.
Grace had a growth spurt.
I gotta stop
Yeah.
and stretch.
I have it as my little canon now, where it's like she was 5'7" for like all of her teen years, and then by the time she got to like 17, she just shut up.
Puberty was enormously kind to her in the height department.
No, well, it's like her dad's side of the family; they were all like really tall, so she just didn't get lucky.
Luckier than some of the other people in this group.
Scott.
You think I'm specifically talking about? I mean, yes, Percy is the shortest one, but I mean, Vincent is pretty short too.
Vincent's average height. No,
He's average height.
Vincent
not
is
tall
like,
for the 1910s.
yeah, no, he's like an average height, if not like a little taller.
Well, Gollum, wait till he's in more inferior then, okay.
Up, you've switched
Mike
mics.
switched.
No, we've
Uh-oh.
just been getting real fucking tall.
Yeah.
Like take like, I wonder if the future entails that people are just like on average at like, well fellas are just kind of on average at 6 feet now. Cause that'd be funny.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Fuck it, that's a thing
That'd
now.
be nice.
20 years from
Scott.
now, people are just kind of growing up to be tall. I'm gonna
Just
keep
love that
things
tall energy.
consistent. We just keep getting taller.
Just keep getting taller.
We just keep on getting taller.
Get taller, baby.
I'd say 100 years from then, if we're not already, on the moon or gone, we'll be taller.
We're not going to be gone 100 years from now.
500
500 years, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find a nice little planet to colonize and then move over and do the same shit that we did over here.
I want to
Supposedly-
get off of the topic of the apocalypse right now.
I'm not even
sad for it.
I'm not even. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about the apocalypse. I was just talking about.
We were veering in that direction. Sorry, I'm like, I can't do it, man. I
No problem.
can't do it
No
today.
problem. You got it. You got it.
Hey, what log number are we on?
37.
96.
Oh my god.
Which feels very weird that we're on 37. Every time I go to write down the log number, I'm like, that can't be right. But yes, we've had 37 episodes of DMP. I believe that the season 3 finale will be episode 40,
Wow.
which is pretty crazy.
I think
Time
Ezra's like
flies.
6'3". Ezra's actually 6'4". He's tall.
Oh, fucking course he is.
He's 6'4".
Ezra's
He's
a
tall.
big boy.
He's tall.
Ezra is just my father.
It's okay.
Well, the thing is, I'm glad that Percy is at least shorter than Vincent. Honestly, at least some people should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, 5'8" is like actually a little tall for World War I era people. So, but yes, Doc, and then Doc is 5'11" because because of the meme.
Because of the meme. God, I
Ooh.
remember frigging me asking Alex, "Hey, how tall's Steven?" And he said 6'3". I was just like, "Fuck," because I
Wait,
pictured him. I pictured him to be really short. I thought he was around like 5'10". But
5'10's not short.
5 minutes
No, no,
short.
I meant shorter. You know what I mean?
Now I really feel inferior.
No, Scott, I'm not saying that. I said I meant shorter.
I'm
There-
just
there's-
gonna go to
there's
double
nothing-
jail for a
there's
moment. I
nothing
will be
inferior.
back.
There's nothing inferior about being short in any way.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
Yep.
yeah, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Nothing inferior about being short. There's nothing wrong with being short. There's nothing great about being tall either. Sure, you can reach a fucking mug, but what else? People will have a predisposed opinion about you. Maybe you play basketball, maybe something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with being short.
yeah, like none of us. Are trying to
Everything
say
in
that.
my body wants to fight you right now. Like, I know you're
Why?
right in that you're saying some sort of like uplifting thing, but like the feral part of me is just like, he's wrong and he should stop saying that.
I have to fight him.
Why? What's wrong? Is it because I'm taller than you?
I could still kick your ass.
Bro, Russell, you don't stand a chance. Okay,
I
maybe
fully
stand a little
believe
bit
that bro could, in fact, beat the shit out of me if he wanted to.
Not
you
in my
just-
current state. If you would have asked me about 2 years ago, yeah, but like.
Oh, well, 2 years ago, I was fucking prime! I did theater in high school!
I
Still
still
in your
probably
prime?
could have kicked her.
I was dangerous. I performed Titus Andronicus in my high school.
I will.
It was alright. It was an alright performance. We did a lot of standing on stage and just kind of watching.
I do not for this.
Short people got no reason. Short people
See, I actually really like being short. Like, I think if I woke up and I were normal height, I would be devastated.
It's like, here's the thing with people who are born short. Most of them like being short, from what I have like established. Here's the thing: when you're average height, you always kind of want to be on one side or the other.
Yeah.
Because being average height, it feels as though everyone else is getting something and you're not. Like the categories are not tall and short. There is a spectrum here, and if you are somewhere in the middle of the spectrum, it's shitty.
I will say, like, as much as I enjoy being short, if I were even an inch or two taller, I wouldn't have as many, like, arm problems because things would be ergonomically built for my stupid body. So there is that.
That's true.
But that aside, because I was like, yeah, I don't mind thinks about it. Oh yeah, that's right. That my current problems tie back to my complete lack of torso.
I'd like to propose a universal toast. Here's to having a stupid body.
Yeah, medically frail.
Yeah.
I want to put text on this, but you know what? I'll leave it blank, and Kristen, you can use the DMP text on it.
Thank you. I mean, usually I put the DMP log text on it anyway. So.
Well,
Oh, wait, no, I don't.
No, you don't. Normally,
I
the
don't.
log.
What the fuck am I
just
saying?
happen to- yeah.
We
I
never
just
put
happen
text
to
in
have
the
a lot
log.
of negative space here, so I'm just like, oh, I could put like the log.
It's okay to just like have the space. It's calming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to decide if this is the right move for the. Sure, it's brass. Why not?
Hey, Queen. How upset do you want to be with me by the end of the evening?
What, are you making that your mission? God. No, what I was trying to say is that when I picture somebody, because normally like I picture characters at about average height. So I pictured him about 5'10", so when I was told he was 6'3", I'm just like, oh, you're taller than Grace. Ooh, shit.
I still can't fathom him being taller than 5'10". Like
I thought Steven was gonna be about like he radiates 5'6" energy, like one of those little.
I could even
guys that
see
you-
5'6". Yeah.
Yeah, he does radiate
Steven
smaller
Cutter?
man energy.
Yeah.
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 Cutter is 6'3".
Oh no, I fully believe that Steven Cutter is a tall man.
See, that's what I like about him now, because it's like, imagine someone talking to you with that like "Hello everyone" kind of voice and towering over you. That's fucking creepy.
I could totally
Yeah.
see it. He's got to have like that imposing height with that energy.
Scott,
I
What?
found it on the subreddit shitty food
I want
porn.
you to delete yourself.
We'll talk
Can
about that
do.
after the stream, just because.
Yeah, can we talk about this when we're on? While we're currently streaming, guys.
We will not get sidetracked by the shitty food porn tag.
We are a family-friendly stream.
It's not even about.
porn.
It's not
I know
about being
it's not.
family friendly. It's trying not to get
Oh,
sidetracked.
in that case,
Pictures of food.
My main concern is when we discuss pictures that aren't already on the stream, it gets kind of confusing for people watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Exactly.
That's fair. Not deleting it though.
Like I only asked out loud about the text because I was like, oh, they've seen the image. They know what I'm talking about.
Fucking ink toes. I started thinking about ink toes again.
Ink toes.
Okay, I'll delete it.
God. I have so much extra art for the streams that I'm in, and I always have to debate on when the perfect time to share it is.
Big mood.
Welcome to my whole experience with Cannibal Conspiracy.
God. And I'm not talking about spoiler images because like most of the time it's not spoilers. It's just like trying to like figure out like, should I share this one? It's not really like, or should I not share the? It's one of those things where it's just like finding a good time to, because with Cannibal Conspiracy, you draw a lot of stuff that's major spoilers, and you draw it like way before. From my understanding, Queen, correct me if I'm wrong. You draw a lot of major spoilers.
I draw major spoilers. I don't drop it way before they're revealed.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you draw a lot of major spoilers, so that's an issue for you. I don't draw a lot of major spoilers.
Oh, yeah. I can't.
What I tend to draw is just like extra stuff.
The junior vault aside.
Junior Vault aside, which that was a bunch of major spoilers, and now it's not, for the most part.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
There's some more delicious things to learn about Junior No Last Name.
I mean, you guys know everything.
Yes.
I'll take your word for it.
You do.
Yes.
Post Awakening, post of Character's Awakening, you know everything about that character. Unless the player has been like, planning other things, which it's possible they've been planning a character
Yes.
arc.
Yes.
But like even then, you're more likely to have heard about it amongst the cast because I'm not like. Actually, there's another thing. I'm not so sure it was a good idea or not to have the cast keep secrets from each other. So
I
now I'm just
shared-
thinking about it, and I'm
I
still.
have mixed feelings about it. There are some things where I'm just like, yes, this was a good idea. And then there are other times where I'm just like, no, we probably should have known about that.
I shared my
Case
character
in point,
stuff
Grace
with the
is
people that I
named.
wanted to have like things with,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like certain character aspects. Like there are some character interactions where I'm like, I'll save that for whenever we get to the plot beats kind of thing. But then there are other things where it's like I shared with these people specifically because it's like either we don't get it during his arc or like we get to it later, but like there are things that do get addressed that I think are necessary.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think secrets should just stay secrets though until some things go out.
It will.
That's fair.
It's like we were talking about earlier. I don't necessarily regret the Junior is the Grace Killer reveal being to Cammy as well, just because I know how that would have went otherwise, and I'm kind of just like, no, 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 it was for the best. No, I will say that like I shared Junior stuff with anyone who accidentally I didn't share Junior fully with anybody. I shared different aspects of him with different people.
Mm-hmm.
So no one ever had like the full picture, because even when Phil dropped, I was like, no, there's some stuff that I told Phil a lot of stuff, but there was other things where I was just like, due to Junior's nature, there's some stuff where I feel like it's disrespectful of me to share it, so I just can't do that.
Mm.
um because Junior, when as created, like while he's mostly my character, is to an extent like a collab character because Cammy came up with the concept. I came to Kristen and was like, Kristen, some of this concept makes me uncomfortable. Can we put him in a different cult?
Yes.
Like, does Murder God have a cult? Can I put him in Murder God's
And
cult?
I was like, great. I was gonna ask if you wanted to play a cult member anyway.
And then,
I
yeah.
like the reason why I had things kept a secret initially is because, you know, at the start things were meant to be improv and I wanted those raw reactions.
Mm-hmm.
And the initial response to you know, the Vincent reveal was just so good. Like it was really, really good. And so I was like, you know, Split got the benefit of being able to surprise everyone. I want everyone to be able to have a similar thing. So that was my thought process behind it. But in retrospect, you know, I mean, there were pros and cons to it. Like, I think not telling everyone stuff until, like, the arc is good, because, like, it's kind of helpful to, like, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, if you are aware of every single thing that is happening at any given time, it gets harder to focus on like what's happening in
Yeah.
that episode. Do I want to keep this? Yeah, I think so. So, but I don't know.
I kind of like the current thing where it's just like we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, but as long the thing is like us finding that out long enough, but having enough time to actually like
Plan it out.
develop things
Mm.
and be like,
Yeah.
okay, so this is a thing, and okay, this is it. So nobody's like completely, the cast isn't completely blindsided. We still get to be surprised, but we're like not at the same time as the audience because that can get messy.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Of course, now that you all know about Ezra's West Side Story a musical number arc.
Insert standard. There are many things I kind of wish I'd done differently, but it's a little late now.
We can't focus on shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah, that's not really helpful.
Yeah.
So
What
all I
matters
can
is that
really-
DMP is at the place that it is right now, and honestly, like I think it evolved in such a natural way that we can look back on its growth,
Mm-hmm.
because it's grown a lot. You know,
Yeah.
we went from having things like, oh yeah, we got like a fun little woohoo little opener here, to like, not only do we have an opener that's an original song, but we have illustrations every episode, and we have, you know, original music every episode. We have motifs, we have videos that kind of go on the side. Like it's a whole like just about scripted production now, and I think it's really nice how much it's grown, rather than just, you know, staying a singular quality since the beginning.
Yeah.
We've come a long way since Are We Live?
Yeah, no, that
Sure.
wasn't the first.
That
That
was
wasn't the first thing that was said. It was actually, I'm setting emails to disturb.
I know, but Are We Live is iconic.
It's so much more iconic though.
It is. It feels like it captures the spirit more. I remember that happening somewhere, and I don't know where it was.
I remember it happening somewhere, and I don't know where it is. I just know it's not in the first episode.
Yeah, rip.
Mm-hmm.
It
But
could
yeah.
be in episode 3.
Be somewhere in there. I don't know.
God, I love how DMP has developed. Do I rewatch the episodes? No, because I can't bear to listen to myself talk. But it's I do go I like going back and does anybody else do this? Just go back through the stream kind of and like go to certain parts and read the chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that's what I do.
Oh yeah, I guess probably chat doesn't know about my stupid like. So after every DMP episode, like once we're done with the post show and everything, I say nice things to everyone, and then I leave Discord and I go and make popcorn and I sit down and I watch the Twitch chat for, mostly all the big acting scenes. Because I want to see what people thought, but I'm never able to see what was going on, during the show because I'm busy running the show. And so I'll do that and I'll read all the comments, like, in the different fan servers and stuff. And that's like honestly, my favorite part of DMP is always the post show and like that moment there when I get to read all the feedback. It's a good time. And that's what I do. Because I'm really cool. What?
You are cool, Kristen.
You are cool.
I'm not, but thank you.
You
Yes,
just
you
said you
are.
are.
But you are cool.
I was being sarcastic.
No, you aren't.
And we're being literal. Take it or leave it.
But
Shit.
you are cool, Kristen.
Oh no. Shit.
I'm Straczynski, you are cool, and you will not say otherwise.
Oh, fuck.
That's the bad thing about like Twitch VODs going away forever is that you can't
Yeah,
ever get into the chat.
right?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, Twitch VODs, because we're talking about how Twitch VODs get deleted after a week.
They do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're only
So we have to
around for
present
like
them.
2 weeks.
And then they're poof gone forever, which is why like you can't save the chat, but you can save the video, which is I need to export Call of Cthulhu tonight.
Oh, the
Thank you for
chat.
reminding me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I thought you said mods for a moment, and I got very
No,
confused.
the mods don't get deleted.
No.
Well, I'm out of a
Right.
job. Bye, guys.
Well, guess I'm getting deleted.
God, remember when you guys used to have the chat on the stream? Only true fans remember that.
Chat
Only
on the
90s
stream?
kids would know.
Yeah, there was like, I can't remember which stream stopped it, but there was a stream where it had to be censored because people started doing this creepy roleplay in the chat.
Oh
and then
yeah,
people
that was
couldn't
like one of the
stream.
first Underdark episodes. That's
I
why
would-
we now have a rule that says no role playing in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that happened.
I didn't either.
I only know that the rule exists for that reason. Like, I wasn't there for it. I don't know what happened exactly, but I know we have a rule where we did not
I
have a
think it
rule
was
before.
something to do with kneecaps. That's what I remember.
No, I think you might be right.
Oh dear.
Underdark.
Underdark.
I told the fan server the other day, so yeah, I wrote one of my papers on Underdark, and they were like, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I'm gonna listen to Underdark one day, no matter how much you people tell me not to. God.
I listened to
There's
the
gonna
first
be a
episode the
lot
other
of
day only
looking.
because I'm really annoyed we never got to see more of Kianan. He seemed like such an interesting character.
Y'all folks remember Burgle Burgle?
Mhm.
Burgle
Yes.
Burgle?
So Phil ran a campaign once. Well, not one shot.
Oh
once.
yeah.
That
There
was
were
Coyle's
eyebrows.
first appearance, yeah.
There were eyebrows. There was a witch named Burgle Burgle.
There were big
Eyebrows.
eyebrows.
Big
Big,
eyebrows.
bushy eyebrows that possess people.
We love
Oh boy.
And you had to be there.
You had to be
I
there.
missed that. I missed that, honestly.
You missed Burgle Burgle?
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it was hilarious.
Sometimes it's fun. Listen, I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just me, but sometimes it's fun to have side sessions where you just kind of turn your brain off.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, I enjoy a good goof off session. See
There's that
The roach.
Yeah, the roach. I was just thinking of the
The
roach.
roach? Hello?
Quest for the roast god.
The quest for the roach god.
Oh yeah,
I
Quest for the Roach
wasn't there
God.
for that, apparently.
I love Soaring eagle. Oh my
Soaring
god.
Eagle.
Explain, please.
Did we save that stream?
I have no idea.
I think we did.
I think okay. I think it's uploaded to the YouTube, but it's not public.
We gotta publish that thing, and it needs to be shown to the public.
I have to go through a lot of the archives and.
I've thought about doing
Especially with
fucking Boogaloo of the Dam too, but I didn't really know what to do. Personally, I feel
turn
like
your
I
brain off
expended.
and just turn your brain off and stop thinking about it.
Personally, I think I
Whatever.
expended all of my funny in that first one, and then that's it. Any more than that, I'd just be like
100%.
trying too hard to be funny.
Just turn your brain off. It's fine. It'll be fine.
One of the biggest things that I was ever confused about was how we accidentally made things like legitimately tense during moments of Boogaloo of the Damned. Like JoJo's fucking cat character almost died, and it was like a legitimately tense moment. And I was like, should I lay off? No, let's keep going. Let's see what happens. Never
Remember
again.
when we had to write a freaking essay?
When Kristen had to write a freaking essay.
Oh yeah, I had to woo a
Actually,
tiny toy plane.
Kristen, a 12-year-old.
12-year-old
Kristen.
crimes.
12-year-old Kristen. 12-year-old actual Kristen Trzynski, the authoress of
The authoress of Shadow Revenge.
Shadow Revenge, had to write a college-level essay.
I was explaining Masterpiece fanfic theater to someone, and they were like, why the fuck would you do that? And on your birthday? And I was like,
Well, you don't call it the birthday suit for nothing when they lay you bare.
you know, I really don't know why. Because it was fun, that's why. And also, it was good content.
You don't need no reason to have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd be down for another Boogaloo of the Damned if you think there'd be content. If you don't think there'd be content, I'm down for funny stuff too. I'm down for all kinds of funny stuff.
I don't know what I'd fucking do with it though. It just have to be like we go back in on our heroes and the DM Jordan as they walk outside, the big dome opens up to reveal a really big cockroach just laying waste to New York City. That's right, you were in the Thunderdome in New York City. Roll for initiative.
Again, explain this, please.
No.
There's no. The Boogaloo of the Damned is unexplainable.
Scott,
Attempt.
there was a Sapiens airplane.
Make an attempt.
Scott, literally, Scott, no.
The
Literally, the whole point of Boogaloo of the Damned is it's not explainable. It's just sort of weird shit.
It exists.
It's another one of those
Oh.
jokes where it's like you'd kind of have to be there type of shit, where
I
it's just
see.
really dumb. Where
That's
you end up getting a puzzle room owned by a guy named Lil Diddy who just makes you do just really weird shit, and then you end up having to talk down a ghost that stands on top of an IKEA furniture set, and it's really fucking stupid. The Pringles man came out and fought them, and then they burned him to a fucking crisp. Like, it's stupid. They fought a giant cockroach, Scott. There's nothing easy to explain about this. Boogaloo the Damned is a stupid concept.
This sounds beautiful.
I feel like you explained it pretty well in that sentence, actually.
Yeah.
In that tirade,
Yeah,
actually.
you fucking lied to me.
Fuck. It's stupid.
And when the Star Spangled Banner hit. Oh man, when the Star Spangled Banner hit.
It's good old American made.
Crystal Chan wrote everyone to have their own pair of wings, even the airplane.
And Soaring Eagle had 2 pairs of wings. 1 pair of airplane wings, and I don't remember. Was
I
it
can't
another
remember what
pair?
his other wings were.
I
think
think Soaring Eagle was an it.
I'm sorry, I apologize, Soaring Eagle.
Soaring
is
Eagle
here.
is a plane.
It is here.
No,
it's
no
uploaded.
fucking way!
It's uploaded.
Holy
Let me see
shit!
if it's public.
Holy
Is it public?
shit!
It's private, but I can just make it public tomorrow.
You could just make it public.
Should I just make it public right now?
Just make
Yeah.
it public now.
Just make it
Fuck
public
it.
right fucking now. Boogaloo the Damned is
I'm not even
public,
gonna
everybody.
edit it. I'm not even gonna edit it.
No,
I'm
fuck
just
that.
gonna-
Don't edit it. Just post
Yeah.
it. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everything in between and on the outside, Boogaloo of the Damned is fucking public. We didn't lose it. It's here.
Yeah. It's here, guys. It's here.
God, it already has a thumbnail.
Does it?
Oh my goodness.
Does it have a thumbnail?
Yeah, you made a thumbnail for
You
it.
made a thumbnail.
I am excited.
I remember I made like an image that it was just like a general image for it.
And public.
It's public. There it
Excellent.
is.
I am excited.
Oh my
There it
god,
is.
Boogaloo the Damned came back.
Finally.
Ah. Kristen, you have 12 minutes.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
how the turns have tabled.
I can't believe Boogaloo of the Damned came out before the ending of Arcade Spirits.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Camp Streaming started when I finished doing the Arcade Spirit stuff, so it would have been weird to post the Arcade Spirit stuff, so I've been waiting for Camp Streaming to end.
July 18th.
I like how,
It's
freaking-
been
I
a
love how
year.
the Roach God is the roach. It's just
Is this like I swear the first time you mentioned it, I was thinking like Discord Roach Party, and I was like, no. No.
Discord Rose Party. Let's see who's gonna.
God. I made Soaring Eagle so American.
Because it was
that
American
the
made.
point.
It was I know. I'm just looking at how many stars and stripes are on this freaking airplane, and I'm just like, God. I put the freaking American flag behind it, and on it, and all over it. Like probably on its wing. Probably its wings were freaking covered in stars and stripes. And of course, we have the butt napkin servant.
The
Butt
butt
napkin.
napkin servant. Yes.
Your butt napkin.
Your butt napkins, my lord.
This rat monster. Big monster.
God, that was really good because I used that to help develop one of my OCs.
The butt napkin?
No, Scott.
Butt napkin's not an OC.
It
I stole
can
them.
be.
I stole them from a meme.
It could be if you put your mind to
There's
it.
this weird
Let
little.
Queen say what she wanted to say.
Yes. Yes, Queen. Continue.
No, my guy was like, his name was Bogdasha, and he was like, oh, so I can crush you with my muscles, or I can crush you with my thighs. Or how about both?
You have muscles in your thigh. Shut up! I will crush you.
God, and just
Here's
that,
a
that,
boogie.
that one fucking pig. I was like, did you forget
Yeah.
about me? During the war.
I almost made a joke
Oink.
that I'm not allowed to make on stream.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It's fine. Moving on.
Scandalous.
It will.
So,
So,
Yeah, Boogaloo
yeah.
the Damned or whatever.
it was a
happened
time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like it was just a one-time magical event, and
It was so
Again. I
magical.
couldn't never top that. I will never be that funny again in my life.
never
That's
say
not
never.
true.
yeah, I don't think that's true, but
Like, Boogaloo-
You don't
Boogaloo,
understand.
it's true.
Boogaloo the Damned was really funny.
Okay, but you should still never say never, even though I just said it twice.
Jordan expended so much energy on the beautiful finale of Boogaloo of the Damned. When he busted out the freaking Star Spangled Banner. Oh my god.
Although I did have this idea that I've been kind of like making a I've been making my own thing for like a zombie apocalypse. It mixes D&D 5e stats with like Call of Cthulhu
Oh.
pieces here and there. And it's like it's zombie apocalypse based. And I don't know if I want to make it just straight up Death Road to Canada or not.
Death Road. Yes! Yes, Death Road to Canada. Love that game so
I haven't played that in years.
God,
I
it's been a
know.
while, but man, I would run the fuck out of a tabletop for Death Road to Canada.
Please.
Yo. That could work
Please
so well.
run it and I will play it.
Be all roleplay based. There wouldn't even be any combat or anything. It'd just be you guys walk into a mall, have an argument for 10 minutes, then walk out of the mall with supplies. You're done.
That's it. That's the entire
That
screen.
was a scene.
You're done.
You're done. Matter of fact, fuck it. Everyone roll a perception check. Uh-oh, you failed? A zombie bit your ankle. Now you gotta decide whether or not your friends have to kill you. That's it. That's the scene. You're done.
Well, you say you'll never be this funny again in your life?
It's not Boogaloo of the Damned. That's just the death road.
You know what? You're fair. That's fair.
What is it? What is even? Because I was gonna say what is tonight, but like tonight has been one of our more tame streams for the most part.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been pretty chill.
It's been pretty chill.
God. I'm super unhappy with how this is turning out right now, but I always feel that way for the first hour or so of a painting.
This looks
So
good.
I'll-
Yeah, it sounds like painting.
I'm like, wow, this is garbage.
And then you finish and you're like,
Wow, this is great. Like, eventually it's gonna hit the point where I go, actually, this is pretty good, but it hasn't hit that point yet.
Enough.
Yar.
Good time.
Well, the unfortunate thing is I don't have the time. I always feel very self-conscious when it comes to artsy fartsy party nights, because like I am not an efficient artist. I'm very bad at like this
That's
definitely has a good like at least 6 hours of work left in it probably.
That is a fucking mood. As a video editor, I feel that so much.
I'm like
I'm just impatient. It's not that I work fast, it's that I get tired of working on the thing and then I just stop and never pick it up again.
But yes, but when you stop, it looks nice. I feel like your stopping points look really good.
They're not what the piece is supposed to look like though.
Yeah. I guess
It's-
I feel I have a lot of respect for people who can manage to make the, even if it's not necessarily what you wanted, it's still like, respectable, it still looks good. Like, I feel like most of my stuff, like, sorry, you know what? Nope, that doesn't matter. I'm about to get into like, nope, I'm good. Nope.
we don't have time. We only have 5
We
minutes. We
don't
can't
have
go on a
5
philosophy hour.
Yeah, I
minutes.
don't know.
We can go
This is
over.
all just a long way of saying I'm sorry that artsy fartsy party nights for Crime Straczynski are usually like, I see you drew half of a head. God,
People work at different paces. That's okay. Honestly,
Yeah.
I enjoy seeing everyone's process. I'm not a man of the 2D, or I mean, really 3D art for that matter. I like to make things move around, but that's about it. I love seeing these processes. Like it's one thing that makes artsy fartsy so interesting for me. Otherwise I wouldn't really be doing it.
Yeah.
I just
One
like
of
watching it all happen.
Yeah. Like I like watching everybody's process. They're all different, and then I learned things because I was watching, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna steal it. No one will ever know."
It's mine now.
I see what you did there.
I was watching Drawfee, and I kind of wish we did something similar to Drawfee. Like I feel like it's something we could pull off, but like that's beside the point. I was watching Drawfee, and they were talking about how they had been learning from each other, like just having been doing Drawfee, and I was like, "Oh, I feel that."
Yeah, I feel that. Like, I've learned a lot just from, like, being in IR and seeing all of your guys' processes and things. Oops, shit.
I have to use the bathroom.
No worries.
Bye!
Okay.
I was gonna say something and now my brain's just ceased. That's fine. Well, I'm really glad that we didn't do regular DMP today, because I was in no way, even, like, yeah, there's just no fucking way it would have happened.
Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't ready either. Like, oh man.
I wasn't ready. Like I realized today, I was just like, I'm kind of glad we didn't do the episode today.
That's nice
Yeah.
to break.
Neutral.
It's
That
kind
makes
of hard to
sense.
balance DMP with like the amount of stuff that needs to go in it and the way it needs to be prepared, and the fact that like, you want to pace episode placement in such a way that like pacing for a story when it comes to something that's serialized also kind of depends on release date a bit. Like if things get too spread out, it's easy to forget what happened, and even like logs will only help so much. Like if it were a monthly thing, I don't think it would be very effective. Anyway, that's just since we've been on the topic of just musing on things, that's my final thought of the evening.
I wanted this
I'm
to be a
just doing my
DMP stream.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah. DMP
Mm.
circle time.
DMP
God.
related.
It's so strange that I think about it that we've had so many. DMP is such an integral part of my life now that it's just like it's weird that this isn't just that we're like. How do I put this? It's strange to me that we talk about DMP so much that it is an integral part of my life. Like nothing about this feels like, oh, well, it's a DMP themed day. Well, yeah, it's DMP.
Yeah.
It's
No, I know I can't imagine my life without this show. I'm so glad that it exists, and I'm glad that y'all are in my life because I really enjoy making the thing with you guys, and I'm very honored that y'all are
Aw.
willing to work with me.
That's so cute.
You're cute.
Oh.
she is cute.
All y'alls are cute.
Fuck.
Stop it, you. Stop. You're too much.
Jordan, you're so adorable.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Just
Stop.
the cutest little thing.
Stop. Stop it. That's enough.
A
Stop.
little cinnamon roll.
No.
Jordan, you're getting a lot of mileage out of that punchies.
God, I love it so much. I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped.
Please stop.
No.
He's gonna throw hands if you tell him to stop.
I just did though.
Just you try to stop me. I fucking dare you.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. Don't. No, I'm playing.
Well, we have to stop because it's 4 o'clock now.
Excuse me, it is 11 o'clock.
4
Thank you.
o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock for me, and we run
It's-
on Internet
it's-
Remix time.
Well,
So-
it's 8 o'clock for me. Good old Pacific time. Is it 4 a.m. for you, Queen?
Maybe.
Yes, it is.
What the fuck? How do you exist?
Welcome to crap sleep schedule.
You need to fix that at some point.
I can't because
Yeah, she's in all the streams.
You know, it's. I've kind of learned that some people are just night owls.
Yeah.
Like me.
Honestly, yeah. Like
I
there
am
was a
half
time
of
where Bro and I would just. It became just a habit to stay up until the sun came back out, and then sleep through the day. That was just kind of a thing. Oh, bro, bro,
Scott and I
no,
were too
please, please tell me you slept through the day.
No.
What the fuck?
I would be asleep. Like we'd fall asleep at 6 a.m. my time, 6 or 7 a.m. my time, and then I'd wake up again at like 10 or 11. So
Yeah, depending on what I'm doing or how consistent my schedule is for something, I'll either be a night owl or an early bird. I don't know. Alrighty, well, hey, we
Anyway,
are
bro, this is
currently.
your final opportunity to throw in your bro bit.
oh right.
Bro, bad.
Yeah, drop any final bits now, folks. Team Murder.
It is the second to last stream. Next stream will be the last stream you can donate
Yeah.
to.
We're coming up on
Well,
the
not
last camp
necessarily.
stream
You
mix.
can donate anytime you want. It's just this will be the second to last for stream
Camp
mix.
stream mix, yes.
Wait, is the upcoming DMP episode not
It is now the
It is-
last episode you can donate to for Camp Streamix.
Oh, okay.
It was originally going to be whatever you decided to do that
But
night.
now it's yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's switched around.
So yeah, we are just about on our we are on the final stretch for Camp Streamix. You know, whatever bits that you want to throw, whether it be Annihilation, Fallen, Murder, Roadies, any of the sorts, we have tons of ways for you to give points to the team. Kristen, give us a layout for how this week is gonna go stream wise.
Okay, so first of all, on Monday we have Fallen Empires at some point in yon afternoon. Then on Wednesday, Darby will be streaming something or other. What will he be streaming? Who knows? I'm sure it'll be fun. Maybe he'll do marbles again. Everybody loves marbles, right? I don't know. Thursday was actually Thursday is not Cannibal Conspiracy because we have some scheduling conflicts, but there will be something
special.
I'll be
another.
I'll be there. So I'll see you guys on Thursday for that. Friday is the season I guess season finale for Call of Cthulhu, and then we're rounding it up with it's like the last DMP episode before we go on hiatus next Sunday. So that's all the things.
All the things.
So yeah, make sure you get those fan works in, get those bits in. Remember that I believe this is the last week that people can submit for the bomb, right?
It is the last week people can submit for the bomb. We will be counting up. We will announce the winner of the bomb either with the winner of the entire thing, or we will announce it like in between that. We will let the winner know beforehand, though. We haven't really talked about
that
this
bomb. It's entirely possible you could change the game.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
that's
bomb
what
is
happened last
serious
year.
business. Like we have not been talking about the bomb a whole lot. But, like we'll mention the bomb here and there, but like let us reiterate the bomb one more fucking time. The bomb is fucking huge.
It's the equivalent of $100.
Yeah, it tipped the scales. It tipped the scales last year.
Yeah, the reason why Team Murder won last year was, well, it's because it's
The
partially
bomb
the Team
and
Murder.
a bunch of people got together at the very last day to donate
Yeah.
$1,000.
But without the bomb, Team Murder would not have won.
Without the bomb, Team Murder would not have won.
So yeah, you know, if somebody wants to start putting shit together for the bomb, you have some more time to submit for it.
It's due on the 16th.
Due on the 16th.
And please note, if you submit anything via Tumblr, I have been getting bomb submissions. I will not be posting them until next week, because basically, because this last week people can also still submit for the regular fan work contest. So basically, it's like we're also still taking regular fan work submissions. So basically, it's like this week is regular fan work submissions, but also bomb submissions next week. Since I will have no more regular fan work submissions, I will post all the bomb stuff. Yay!
So that is our roster for this week. Thank you guys so much for coming around. It has been a wonderful artsy fartsy party night. Very chill, very laid back, very DMP related. Don't miss this next episode of DMP. It's gonna be a big one.
It's gonna be a big one.
It's gonna be a big one. We will see all of you around, and we hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming around. I hope everybody's been staying safe, staying healthy, staying out and about, maybe a little around, getting that money, getting whatever it is. I'm stretching this out. I'm stalling now. So,
bye, guys.
All right, everyone. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.